Welcome to the Coffee and Banana Podcast, where we speak to entrepreneurs, thought leaders, executives, artists, and other cool people while grabbing a cup of coffee. In today's episode, we have the pleasure of speaking with singer-songwriter Lord SLY. SLY speaks on his African heritage, the transition from rapper to singer as he rediscovered his love for melody, and the initial struggles of connecting with Vancouverites during his first days in Canada. All that and more in today's episode of Coffee and Banana.
With bloodshed. So I don't really be following these people because it's designed like this is like something that has to be done, right?
Facts.
We can't really go like, oh, is this guy good or is he bad? I don't know, but the stories that come out is just like, okay. So was he woke before or did he just get woke?
Yeah, I just
on?
think that it's like the times change, you know. Even the shit that I used to think about like 5 years ago is not the shit I think about now.
Okay.
So imagine like I'm someone who like becomes so famous like in the future, and then they find some bullshit I said when I was 21, and then they're like, look at this fucking racist, anti this, and I'm like, bro, like, are you kidding me? At that age, I'm just trying to fuck hoes. And I'm not like the last thing I can think about is trying to be politically correct. You know, I just like, goddamn, like when I'm like 19, I'm just like getting used to the fact that there's girls everywhere. Like, you know, you're coming out that age, you know, you have different energy around you. You have different things to focus on. I'm not going to be like, let me fucking make clear fucking tweets and some shit, because in the future, who knows, somebody might read this shit and think a different way. But at the same time, I don't know if I would have predicted the world to be this like woke or this like sensitive. Let's say sensitive.
Sensitive. Interesting.
But I don't mind it too much because I think we talked about this a lot. I think it's because we're not born here. Our perspective is like, these motherfuckers are different and weird already. And then when we find people that are like that, we're just like, we were kind of prepared. And then when we find people that are normal, we're shocked. We're like, wait, hold on a second. You guys are just cool people. You're chilling. We can just like be normal and like have open conversations. Like we can be of different races and stuff, but we're not like judging each other back and forth. We're not trying to make each other feel guilty.
Right. We're
just having a conversation and the vibe's right. And we're getting to work. Like we're accomplishing our goals to become successful in life. So it's not like we're just fucking around and shit. That is the surprising thing versus like the bullshit behavior that we're seeing where it's like, yeah, it's pretty much in line with what we've been seeing. Now it's just on the fucking media. It's rare to find a good person.
Oh, man.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, the mindset shift is just
tell me, like, bro, when did you first come to Vancouver?
What was it? I think it was like 2012, I think.
I thought it was 2011. I thought it was earlier than that.
Might have been ended of 2011 or 2012. Yeah, if it was 2011, it might have been like December, Christmas, like close to.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I got to the airport.
Yeah.
Well, I came with like an Adidas jacket, you know, like I'm on my hip hop shit. I snapped back.
What month is this? Do you remember the month?
November, December. It was
December.
cold.
Oh,
this
okay.
This is where the story's going. As soon as I touched down, you know, I had a jacket open, I had to share. I was like, wait, hold up, because I have to come outside for my ride. And like, yo, the word that hit me, I was like, yo, we ain't ready for that. I don't think I have one. Immediately, I was like, I don't have anything to stand as well, like clothes-wise, because everything's just like summer shirts. Like,
did you do some research? Did you know how cold Canada was going to be?
Bro. Nobody had time for that shit. What happened was, my auntie is she's in Toronto. She's lived there for a while, so I know like Canada was like mostly Toronto for me.
Okay,
you know, Vancouver.
Yeah.
So it was like Toronto was like, oh, yo, that place is cold.
Toronto's colder than Vancouver.
I know. So the idea about Toronto was like, it'll be like for a good visit, you know?
Okay.
Like go check it out, come out because like it's really cold. And she's been there too long. And so when Vancouver came up, it was like, wait, this is a different side. It's warm.
Yeah.
That's information.
So wait, who's this person that's giving this information? Is it
he's like my uncle, like big brother, right?
Big brother.
Yeah. So he's like, oh, da. He's in Vancouver. It's warmer than
Toronto.
All the other.
Yeah. So he's saying it's the warmest, but he didn't still tell you it's fucking cold.
Right. To him, like
To him, it's normal.
Yes.
It's like chilling.
because it's like he's compared directly to like
To
the other
Toronto,
places.
I
So it's
see.
like to him, this is like Sunshine Coast. It was like
Yeah, that's. I mean,
the
that's
name,
true.
right?
God damn, we're the California of Canada. God damn, and it's still fucking cold.
Bruh, that rain.
Oh my god, it's rain. And this is like the sunny side. Okay, go ahead. So like they told you a little bit. You come in with like shorts and sweatpants.
Sweatpants, yeah, light jackets, stuff like that. So it's just like, yeah, we going to Canada. Canada's nice. Boom.
Did you get picked up by like a family member when you arrived? Like
he came through when I landed.
Okay,
right. I scoped around. That's when the coding, because I went outside to see like the like I walked out of the airport to meet him.
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, really cold. So it was not too much crazy like research and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is that the perception before traveling is always different. Like when you live in a different place, the perception, the media, man, a lot of bullshit, right? Yeah. You would think like people in Canada have no trouble.
Yeah.
If you listen to the media, right? Like you wouldn't know there's like a place like Hastings and shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like it's not something that comes to your mind. Like you can walk down the street and see some street, you're like, whoa.
They just ignore that part. Whatever. Let's not talk about that. Surrey,
right? Like there's like anything. Like me when I look at Surrey and like the whole thing, I'm like, bro, like even before he making this, like, yeah, it's normal. Like every place has like a Surrey.
Yeah. I feel everybody does a Surrey.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
yo, quote this. Every place has a Surrey.
Every place has a Surrey. Yeah,
yo,
you heard that first.
What's the Surrey of your city?
What's the Surrey of your country? Like, you know what I mean? We got a couple Surreys. So, like, it's not too crazy for me. The crazy part was, like, the media painting this picture. I mean, I applaud them. I think everybody should fucking do it so that tourism would increase in everybody's country.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you think of what they do with, like, Middle East. Nobody want to go there.
Well, hold on a second. I don't think they're, like, actively trying to promote some shit, but it's like, yeah, the narrative
No, not them. I'm talking about the media here.
I feel you. Exactly.
They're not doing travel and tours there because they've told you, like, it's so crazy.
How fucked up it is, yeah.
So in your mind, like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Do you know this guy named Drew? He's like a vlogger on YouTube. Drew. So he goes to like random places that people have never seen. Like I think he went to South Africa is a place I want to go to. Of course, Ghana and Nigeria. I want to check those places out. But at the same time, he just like I think it's like a white dude or Jewish or whatever. He's like, I'm gonna go visit in these random places, and then he goes to like Afghanistan, and people are thinking like it's crazy, and he's like, bro, this is one of the best places I've ever been to. Food is cheap. He sees the street culture. You know how like we have bazaars and stuff,
the food looks...
and like the food is way better, right? For people that don't know, like, okay, so you just came in from Ghana, right? And who, like, it's cold, sure, but what about the people? When you see the people initially, like, take me back to the airport scene. You're just there right now, and then who do you like? You look around and you're like, God damn, I'm not in Kansas anymore. Like, well, what's in your mind?
Not in Kansas anymore. It's definitely, it's like landing like a different scene, right? Because you look around and it's just like, oh, wait a minute. It's almost like you stand out, me, like for the first time.
Of course,
right? It's like looking around.
You're like just a normal dude in Ghana, right? Of a sudden, now you're like
Vancouver Airport, you know.
And also, like, you're tall as hell, right? How tall are you?
Oh, we're doing like 6'2".
I thought you were taller, bro. I think it's also because you're skinny as hell. So like you look like you're
so like
6 foot,
6'3",
6'5". Sly 6'5".
Yeah, we'll do 6'3". Yeah.
When he goes to Richmond, he's 7 feet tall.
Y'all heard that joke?
I heard nothing. There is no joke. There is just facts. Okay.
Oh man, I haven't been there. So yeah,
you haven't been to Richmond?
Not like the city. I'll go to this night market thing one time.
Yeah. Of course, you got to go to night market. Wait, you haven't actually seen what part of? Okay, go ahead.
I don't know where it is. We went that night.
Was it? Yeah, of course, night market. So what experience?
I worked some friend went that night. It was night market. That's it.
What did you eat at the night market? Do you remember?
What did I eat?
Did you eat that potato thing? It's like on a stick.
The thing with me, like it's a little tricky with me when it comes to food. Like,
I know you're so picky, bro. You're so fucking picky,
bro. The shit I found out is crazy, man. It's crazy.
So, do you remember the Richmond night market?
Yeah. Oh, Truth is, I went there for the experience. I think people go for the food.
People go for both, but
I went for like, it's a night vibe, right?
Yeah, it is.
Let's vibe through. So I was like, what do we eat? So I checked the things out, like something that made sense. I can't really remember, but it's not anything extreme because I was like, first of all, it's a night. They're cooking this. It's a little dark around here.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. They got those vans and stuff.
Yeah, I've traveled a little bit. You know what I mean? Even in the daytime, some of this shit is suspect, but at nights it's like double for me.
I see.
You know what I mean?
You're not a fan of street food like that? Like if you see those vans and they have like...
Bro, it's a difference in food here versus where I'm from.
Okay.
I'll tell you, I'll make it simple.
Tell me, go ahead.
The street food in Ghana or in Africa, yeah?
Yeah.
The woman who's selling the food, she's eating the food.
I see.
That's a big difference from a drive-through McDonald's where the fucker
they
don't give a damn about what you're getting. Just like, yes, welcome. What do you want? Yeah. Okay, all right, quick, burger, cool, boom, ha. The guy who owns McDonald's is not eating McDonald's, right? Or am I tripping? I haven't heard him go buy McDonald's.
No, one of the guys is. What's that guy's name? Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, he's one of the owners, and he says every morning he has McDonald's.
Bro, I'm sure they're giving him a Warren Buffett type of McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like he owns it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I feel you.
He would get something nice.
But okay, here's the best thing about McDonald's, using that as example. Like for us, we get local meat in Canada versus like the States where it's like, I would assume that our health inspection is a little bit advanced, But at the same time, if I'm eating McDonald's, I'm expecting what I'm supposed to get, for the amount that I'm paying for. And I'm like, all right, someone's drunk, someone's like not in a state of like whatever, or you're like hungry and you're broke, you don't have much options, it's a McDonald's or you're not eating, or it's noodles, So with the limited options, you go there. But then once you have more options, you're like, okay, let me check out this other place, like here's a Vancouver staple, White Spot. Do you like White Spot?
I've been a couple of times.
Okay, like have you had their burgers, the Monty Mushroom Burger, something like that? Do you remember?
I think it was at breakfast when I went.
Let's take a quick break and hear a word from our sponsors, G2 Athletics.
Hey everyone, this is Coach Gibbs from G2 Athletics, located in Vancouver, BC. As a former professional and NCAA athlete, I have over 10 years of professional experience in the game of basketball, which has also allowed me to train youth athletics worldwide, as well as training NBA players and assisting with NBA workouts with athletes such as Metta World Peace, DeMar DeRozan, Kelly Oubre, Jason Tatum, and more. For a limited time, Coffee and Banana listeners will receive an additional 15% discount on our seasonal training academy and basketball products with promo code COFFEE15. That's COFFEE15 with no spaces, all caps. Visit g2athletics.com and receive an additional 15% discount on all training sessions and basketball products. That's g2athletics.com with promo code COFFEE15. Go now, become a part of the G2 family, and improve your game.
Thanks, Gibbs. And now we're back to Coffee and Banana.
Okay, how was the food? It was pretty good, probably.
Yeah. I mean, it's better than McDonald's.
It's better than McDonald's. Exactly. White Spot. It's better than McDonald's. That's it.
There's a white spot
there.
There's a few questions I have, because like when you get social awareness about things, like what is white spot? What does that mean? Can I go there?
Oh, bro, you want to go that far? No, I think I actually don't know where the name came from.
It's reality. Like we gotta stop making the things we live in far and weird and hard. I'm like, what do you mean? We're existing in this, right? Why is white spot far? Because we're actually living in it. Like children are going to start thinking about this based on the social relevance of what's going on. Now it's going to make you think. White House. Why was it called White House? There's a reason behind that. It's not just random.
Yeah.
So it's like these things are going to come up. So we have to be able to kick it in the door so the kids will grow up better than the society we grew up in, because everything is weird to talk about. And I'm like, bro, if this is a problem, what is the best thing to address it or to pretend?
Facts, bro. That's the best thing you just said right now. It's like a bar, like someone else is listening. we should have these arguments that are or conversations that might be a little awkward. Did you drop the thing?
Yeah.
Okay, it's all good. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I found it.
You found it? Okay, lit. It's like these uncomfortable arguments or conversations. We have to have them if we want some sort of progress. We can't avoid it. You know how like some motherfuckers, like whenever you talk about some stuff, they just kind of like shy back. They're like, I don't like talking about that. It's like, bro, let's have a conversation. I'm not attacking you or whatever. It's like, you didn't do this shit. Chill. It's not. But don't you think it's a little weird that this shit is happening? Or why are the same people successful all the time and they're kind of whack at what they're doing, but because of like some sort of privilege that's handed off to them, they're in the positions that maybe somebody else that's like a minority person of color would not get those opportunities. Sometimes I would love to have those. I do have those conversations. You know me. We have those conversations. But like some people are like, no, I don't want to have these conversations. Not at all. It's all like literally it's black and white. There's no gray. There's no other thing. And we're just kind of like, bro, can we come together and do like it's like sounds corny, but it's like, can we go with love first, start with positivity, and then just have conversations? Okay, I'm gonna say some shit you don't fuck with, you're gonna say some shit I don't fuck with, but let's find this common ground, which I think more and more people are doing. So I think it's getting there slowly versus like, I'm saying that we're finding more like-minded individuals because of social media versus
true.
2011 or whatever when we first met and we were just like super frustrated with Vancouver in general. We're like, what the fuck is wrong with people? We can't have proper conversations, build proper relationships with people because they're all just thinking like they think weird. Like, okay, here, I'm not going to say this kid's name, but you're going to know exactly what I'm going to talk about. Okay. You ready for this?
Let's go.
Okay. Remember this kid who's like, yo, let's shoot some videos together. He met you. And then you're like, yo, I need you to meet with my boy Kane. And then you introduced me. All right. Yeah. All right. Here, I'm going to say his name. You guys bleep it out. Okay. Because I don't want to disrespect this person or something. Okay.
Who's that?
His name
remember
is...
the frame. Oh, right. That guy.
Okay. We got it. So this dude, we link up and everything is positive. And he's just like, man, right now I just finished graduating. So my goal is to get a job and everything. I'm trying to make some money and stuff. I'm like, this is super cool. Why don't you build a portfolio? Let's build a portfolio working with artists that are talented. And then you're going to have to do free work anyways when you just come out of school. So do this, build a portfolio, but at the same time, that becomes a business on its own while you find clients to start a business. He was like, yeah, I'm with it. And then he sends you this long ass text message, sends me this long ass text message. I'm worried about this stuff moving forward and all that. And I'm just like, God damn. And then it was around the same time we linked up with homie like Plan Z and we were starting to make more videos. We started doing more shit and stuff started popping off on that side. I see this kid like on social media like 5 years later and the kid's like exactly where he was. And I'm just like, you couldn't even have a proper conversation. You couldn't exactly build with someone because me and you, we were different than him. So his mentality and stuff is a little weird, but we were like, let's try to find a common ground and let's work together. But it didn't work out. And then like one door opened, another one door closed, another one opens. We found the homie Plan Z and then we started working with him. Even though he's so different than us, we found a connection. He didn't even speak proper English when we first met him like that, to be honest. And things just got better. And now last year he got signed and he's in China as a rapper. He's signed as a rapper
in China,
and he's working with like a major label over there. And like he's on a TV show as well. So he's doing all that. And in Vancouver, he was doing directing. But like, again, he had the mentality because he was not from here. He's like, I see outside of this short little place that I'm in, this little bubble. And it's me and you physically, like we literally experience that shit. And we're like, that's one of like thousands of situations. And then the others, you know, the studio that we went to. And then the studio was on some bullshit too. You know, everything was over and over again. And we just kind of was like, on to the next. We couldn't be like, oh man, I'm depressed right now. I gotta fucking take a fucking 20 years off. I'm gonna go to the Philippines and find myself. No, we said fuck this shit, bro. This is how it is, and we just move on to the next. Man. That's what it was, bro. And that's why we're reminiscing now. We're like, shit, we have like over 9 years of content that we've been dropping.
It is. It hasn't been that long.
Fuck.
year after year, you didn't notice, but it's everything you're saying, like those names. I was like, yo, I even forgot about that Metro Town, and it's like,
Yeah,
all this. Like,
you forgot
bro,
Metro Town? Hold on a second, bro. You can forget the guy's name I mentioned. At Metro Town, you go there often.
It's because like the first time I met that guy there.
Oh, that's when you met him. Oh, I
at the
see.
food court. There's like a meeting type of
Nice.
thing.
I met him there too afterwards. Yeah.
That's
We
what I was
linked
like,
up, yeah.
I forgot about all that because like, bro, there's so much that's going on. The cultural shock is real, you know. Like, I think being here for a while now, I'm like seeing the difference, like the balance. Like, yo, explaining some of these things to people is strange because it's like this is what they've known their whole life.
I see. Yeah.
This is your whole life, and you try to tell them like, hey. Think outside. Hey, stop. There's a whole world out there. Like,
think outside. Smack him in the fucking face.
And then I'll come to realize some people don't even have passports.
Oh, like
Citizens,
locally? Yeah.
They don't know what the hell it is. Like, they legit don't care. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, whoa, that's a whole different view
Yeah,
of the world.
that exists in this community, unfortunately.
Right.
But it is what it is.
In other parts of the world, it's like, yo, people are trying to find a passport because they're trying to hustle, they're trying to move.
Facts.
But here it's like, oh, I don't have a driver's license. I don't care. You know, I drove a while ago. It doesn't really matter. Man. I don't have a passport. Like, aha. If this person hasn't left Canada, like, think about it.
Yeah.
Talking about something else.
Mm-hmm. Straight up. Exactly.
That's like a dream to them.
But do you think that it's because Vancouver's so like spoiled? Because we have pretty good healthcare. Like not anything crazy happens as far as violence or shit like that. It happens time to time, but like overall, it's a pretty safe place.
Yeah.
And then people get too comfortable, and now they have this sheltered look on the world because of like their local surroundings.
That's a good point. You're right. It's like it's safe. That's one thing you could tell. Like, you know, it's like definitely safe. You know, like I always say this thing when I went on the early days, went down to like Granville, I think like Clubdale or somewhere.
Okay, cool.
And it's like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. You know, the clubs close here early too. Like 1, 2 somewhere, right?
Nice.
We're on the streets and boom, just like woo, all these cop cars like, yo, what's up? Like, what happened? This is crazy. And we're looking, there's 2 girls fighting. Yeah. 2 drunk girls.
Nice.
Yeah, 1 blonde girl. I remember this because it blew my mind. It's like 7 cop cars. Mm-hmm. They pull up to Granville, lights, and it was 2 drunk girls fighting. Yep. I was like, wow.
Did they like try to stop the women? Like, what did they do?
No, they were trying to stop. They came there to stop the women. My point is, if you think about it, right? Like for me, why I was saying wow, it's like, yo, there are places where you can't get 1 cop car for like a serious problem. Yeah. Like an emergency, life and death. And there's like 7 cars available to stop like a cat fight. Like drunk girls like, hey. And they would pull their hair and then I'm like, wow.
Damn.
So you talk about safety. That is like legit, like the extreme version of safety. It's just like,
wow,
bro.
I never thought of it that way.
Like,
you're right.
There's so much. The cops are so relaxed. They have so much time.
Yeah. There's just a lot of them. And like, to be honest, having people in uniform, like law enforcement, like in Vancouver, and they're kind of like nice to you and they're talking to you normal. It's almost a little weird because like even in like other Middle Eastern countries and stuff that like I've been to, like I remember specifically being in Pakistan and my dad was bribing the cops to be like, please don't rob us. Like word, like we went to the this is 99 by the way. We went to the airport and my dad is literally bribing people at the airport to be like, yo, don't steal us our shit. That's it. They still robbed us, by the way. They still stole our shit because we're just coming to Canada. So we have like a lot of things. We're coming in because we kind of like, we understood like the currency and we understood it's better to get some stuff in here and take it there.
Yeah, sure.
So, and I'm talking about like the stewardess, like the people that are like pilots and stuff. They're all like super nice to us. They're like, don't worry, we'll take your bags. It's all good. It's all good. We're like, great. We're on the fucking other side and we're like, all right, half our shit made it. Well, we kind of assumed that would happen because motherfuckers do that type of shit.
Oh, man.
Is in Ghana, like, have you had situations where you had to bribe the cops or something?
Oh, yeah. Like, definitely. That's why I think some of the things are finding out on the global views. Like, there are a lot of similar cultures, some similarities with, like, outside like North America and, like, Europe and stuff. Because it's just, it's... The people are more culturally rooted than here. Here's more structural.
I
You
see
know what I
that.
mean? He
I
has
see
a
what you
business
mean.
type of living
Yes.
versus human
Individualistic
connection.
versus like the team mentality
like
back there.
Human
like
connection.
group.
He has
okay.
like a business. Hey,
100%.
Yeah, you gotta live
Definitely.
this way. Hey, live this way. You
Yes.
can't go here. Hey.
Yeah.
So that thing, like, it's casual. Like if it's to the point where if you know the cops, like it's actually good, right? They're not gonna kill you. Like you can be friends with the cops. Like here, it's not a thing. Like the cops, you can be friends with them. Like hey, big bro, hey, you know I ain't got nothing today.
Yeah.
I'll get you tomorrow.
Like, sorry, bro, I have no money on me right
like,
now.
I'll have no money on me. It's all love, and they'll be like, okay, all right, drive safe, be good. But when you do have, it's funny, right? The relationship is just crazy.
It's hilarious. So these are cops in Ghana.
Oh, yeah,
that you're just like, bro, I'm sorry, I have no money on me today. But like the days you have money, is there like a checkpoint kind of thing? Like you're driving
at night, right?
Okay.
So for security stuff, right? So it's almost become like not all the cops, right?
Okay.
Let me be clear, not all the cops.
Of course.
You know, like on the social front, it's become like, it's better if I'm friends with the cop if I need him.
Okay.
Right? Like if I go to the checkpoint and I live in that hood, I always drive at night. Mostly it will be the same person for a week or 2 weeks. So that becomes like a more personal thing. I get to know the cop's name.
Yep.
Like I don't look at him as a cop. He's like a person where it's like, he's actually got my back, because like if I give him like that little maybe intensity or something,
Sure.
like he's legit like I think that they take it as like they appreciate it.
Okay. It's
So
kind of
it's
like tipping, would you say, rather than like giving a bribe?
It's become a tipping.
Oh, it's like a
instead of,
tip.
You know, like for me, looking out for the streets for you.
Okay,
right?
I get
Let
you.
me tip you 10.
Okay, I feel you.
And with that 10, it's like a real connection where I can get this number where if something serious, I can call them up.
That's kind of dope. But are they like good at their job? Like if you had to call a cop for some bullshit, they're like right there.
Yeah. If the thing is like the problem has been not too many vehicles. This is why I said a while when I seen the 7 cars. I'm like, this is something that governments have to work on, like getting the
just getting more cops
on this. I don't know if more cops is a thing. If it will create employment, that's a different story. But just the cops to have accessibility. Because here, the thing that makes them so coppy is like they have cars.
Yeah.
Like
I guess.
everybody's just cruising.
If somebody was just walking, I'd be like, don't do that.
Right?
I'm going to be like, all right.
Just drive away. You know what I mean? Like, exactly. You can just like, whatever, who are you? Or if it's just a bike, people don't even fear the bikes, but you know, even though the bikes can chase you down.
Exactly.
But if the cars are coming with the flash and stuff, but aside that, if you're able to like go to like a station or somewhere, definitely they're gonna help you because it's a more human connection. Like here, bro, like you're talking to the humans, but it's like programmed. It's almost like it's a computer. Like you know how you have to fill forms. Okay, so what happened?
Yep.
Okay, This is like.
Exactly. They go through the protocol. They're like, oh shit, I got to make sure all my stuff is there. And like, it's not like a human experience with a police officer.
Absolutely.
I get you completely.
Absolutely.
I get you completely.
That's the biggest difference. So
do you want to tell me a situation where in North America, you kind of finesse the cop? Have you been in a situation where like you got pulled over by a cop and let's say like you're high as shit or you drank and then the cop's like, have you drank today, sir? And then you're like, of course not. Not at all. Anyways, and then tell me, have you had a situation in North America?
Nah, the situation was not like I was drunk or high. It was just weird.
Tell me.
I think it was a BCIT time, and like I was, getting late for school, so I was driving.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah.
You're speeding towards going there.
Yeah, I never.
You just gave a shout out to
speeding.
BCIT. So as you guys know, Mr. Lord SLY was as an international student.
Yeah, BCIT. Y'all gotta stop paying me. You know what I mean? Because we'll start talking to the people over there. We had some teachers who were there, but
okay.
But the thing
what's that? I think it's you. Oh, bro, you want to put that on? Okay, thank you. Good.
So I was driving, and this is the thing: the lanes are different, bro. I know Afghanistan is the same shit. Okay, like for people who don't understand, where we drive, and the lanes are different. Like they have this lane where HOV. I'm like, what is an HOV? Then they have the 2-lane, double lane. It's nice, but I was driving. I've learned this shit. I've got the license. We're driving good.
Facts.
I'm going, and one of these ones is like the right lane. Mm-hmm. It goes straight, and then there's the same lane that turns. Okay. And this same lane is the bus lane. And that's the only way to turn right.
Okay.
So
I know what you mean. I know that exact spot you're talking about. Exact spot. I know what you mean.
So I'm turning right.
Yep.
And this guy pulls in from the back. I'm like, yo, what happened? He's like, oh, you turned too early because I branched before the broken
those dot lines. Yeah.
Like, is this really a thing? Or like, is this guy like what is this a thing? Is this an offense?
Yes.
So I was just surprised, like, this is where the human experience. Because if it was in Ghana, like I would have a conversation with. Oh, hold it, man.
Yeah, who's this guy calling? Do you want to put your phone on Do Not Disturb? Just so, because like, if you had to take that.
Nah, put it in airplane mode.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Don't want to go off. Yeah. All right. So
okay.
The
experience with the cop.
The cop, right?
Yeah.
If it was in Ghana, like I wouldn't be afraid of the cop. Like it would, like we could laugh.
Okay.
I'd be like, "Yo, are you seriously pulling me over for this?"
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Yeah, you did this." It would be like a conversation. But this guy it was like talking to a computer. No, wrong answer. I was like, is this really a thing?
That's fine.
He's like, yeah. And at the end of the day, you know, it's my discretion to do what I'm like. Wait, I know some English. Discretion means it's your choice, right?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, so you're not gonna give me a ticket, right? And then he turned around and came back with a ticket.
Fuck.
I was like, so you had a choice. I'm like, okay, well, this is personal then. Like, this feels personal to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know you from anywhere. This is not really an offense. I didn't really do anything crazy, but at his discretion, he felt like you should give me a ticket. And then I was like, yo, I guarantee you, if it was a white kid, you wouldn't do that. And then he's like, sir, have a good day.
That was a good voice, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I remember that cop.
You remember that guy?
Yeah, so he did that. And then I was like, that's like a cultural, it's like, it's a real thing. Mm-hmm. Like, that's why I don't think of these conversations where I'm like, look, we're living in this thing that's stressing us out. So it's like,
true.
We can't be worried about a conversation about the problem. Like that don't even make any sense to me.
Not at all. Not at all.
There's a problem, but the conversation is more problematic,
more awkward
than the problem.
Yeah.
Bro.
You know, and you know what I don't like? And here's just my take on this. Some people are really good at talking. You know what I mean? Like they've like, you know, like they speak out and it's like SAT words, all this shit. But motherfuckers don't know shit, but they know how to talk. And you're like, you don't know my experience, but you can explain your side a little bit better. Now all these motherfuckers think you're the one who knows this shit, and you're like, bro, you don't know this. At the end of the day, don't try to sum up my experiences. You know, you'll never know. You know, I was talking to another dude, Sean Z, he's a rapper, and he just said racism just exists, and he just knows it is. And same with me, like my whole life. Same with you, your whole life. You're just kind of like, oh, racism fucking exists. It sucks. We want the world to be better for our kids, and it's good today that other people are like talking about it. But the best part is like the fact that we can have these open conversations with our friends. Like they don't have to be exactly know our background. They're willing to listen. Then they get that global impact. They'll champion us in the future. Like our friends that are like our white friends or Asian friends or people that don't know our specific experience. When we tell them, like, if I tell them like, hey bro, I came to Canada, 2 years later was fucking 9/11. Islamophobia was the most high. And they're talking about Afghanistan. You're telling me my whole family and everything is like, everyone is calling us like terrorists and stuff. And we have to deal with this BS. And now today, just because I'm able to have an open conversation about race and everything, I'm not allowed because it's kind of an awkward conversation. I'm like, bro, I've dealt with that shit. I made peace with it, understood that that's part of my life, instead of like, oh man, what am I going to do? I'm going to be like, I'm going to try to finesse these motherfuckers. Whatever the case is, I need to get to where I need to get to support my family. For sure. When did you have that moment where you're just like, fuck it, I'm going to get it by any means necessary?
Like when I moved, when I got here, like the mentality, like it's a real. I'm sure you experience it too. The mentality is like the mental, like the cultural shock.
Yeah,
it changes your mind. But it took me a couple of years to like realize, yo, this is actually like a whole different world. Like it's not even funny anymore. Like first I was like, oh, haha, I'm going, like. Everybody can't be like, oh, this crazy and strange, like, right?
Yep.
But it's like a certain group of people who just like legit made up their mind, like, this is it. Like, you can't.
That's what it is. You can't even break into that wall. It's just like you're stuck.
This is a real thing. At first, I was like, yo, maybe people are just having bad days day after day, but this is like bad months, bad years. I'm like, wait, hold on, this is the same. And then once in a while, you meet somebody and have a conversation, like, where you been? And then the person be like, oh, we moved from here. And then I'm like, so it has to do with moving from somewhere? It's almost became like, there's some sort of background to help the person get like a different mental frame of like what the world is. Yeah. So it's just like a couple of years down, it's just, whoa, it's just seriously. Because even like BCIT, even the classes, some of them, felt that because it was just like,
Could you relate with other students in class?
It was interesting. The Asian girls, they formed their own clique.
I see.
In the class that we're in,
Yeah.
right? Majority, I think, it was white, right? So the
Do you want to
Asian-
say like what program you're in? Like, is the art
Oh
program?
yeah, it was a digital design and development.
Okay. Got
So
it.
in that class, there was a couple Asian, 3 or 4, maybe 5.
Mm-hmm.
They formed their own thing. Like you could see it, or maybe I could see it.
Yes.
Because I'm looking at like we're so called in the class, but you could tell like this is what's going on.
There's like some sort of hierarchy, like a social structure.
These
Okay.
people want to vibe with these people, right? They want to be with their people and talk because they can speak the same language,
I
right?
see.
And then there's a collective of like the white kids, and then there's one. I guess the people who are shy too, they also kind of like sit in the back quiet, and I was like, this is the class was very interesting, even when you're learning, because the people you legit feel like this person I can't have a conversation, even though we're talking about the same subject.
Yep.
We cannot talk.
Word.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's somebody who they don't speak good English, but I can try and communicate with this person better than the person who speaks English.
I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, just kind of like
On a-
finalizing, kind of
Yeah.
communicating with your hands, using images.
But that becomes easier than the person who can speak English.
fuck. That's
You see how
fucked.
crazy that is?
That's fucked up.
Right? Like the
You can relate more with the foreigners. You mean?
exactly like the
That's
girl who's
fucked.
speaking Mandarin and a little bit of English.
Yes.
Like for some reason we can talk.
You can connect more than somebody who speaks
Who speak
fluent English.
I'm like, yo, I think my English is good enough.
Yeah.
Right? Like you hear me? Yeah. Like when you talk, you can hear like
Yeah.
the conversation goes here, this goes here. It's just like we just
Nice.
doing that. I'm like, wow, this is crazy.
Word.
Do the teachers even understand like how this affects the class?
Mm-hmm. Not at all, bro. Not at all. Not at all. I remember I saw when you were talking. I was like, bro, Sly, you fucking killed that shit. And you're like, yeah, I just thought of it right before. I was like, I'm going to say this out. But there was another kid in your class, that white kid. We went to Cultus Lake, remember?
Yes.
I was like, fuck. He's a nice guy.
There was some guy, Alexis too said he was like a little French. He lived in France a little bit, so Alexis was cool. He became part of the group.
Okay,
and then we had our group was funny because I said we should do like a United Nations so that I think Brandon was it. He was
Brandon. That's his name. Yeah,
so
yeah.
Brandon will represent Canada. Alexis will represent France, and
Nice.
what is it? Lydia? She will represent China.
Okay.
Just so we'll create that because it became a thing. I'm like, listen here, this is the group that we're gonna form.
Nice.
So him, yeah, we got along. That's what I was saying. Like, it's just like there's some people who you can't have a conversation with. I don't know what it is. It's just
Yeah.
like you could tell when you're talking to somebody. It's like, this is not going anywhere.
Exactly.
But when you meet, like like Brendan, like this, like, we connected over music and stuff. Like we got a conversation. Like he came to my house. We showed the presentation.
Yes, yes.
So I'm like. Yeah, without that, the group would have been weird because it would be hard to do a group project. I'm sure like with people
facts.
that you cannot communicate with. Just like
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
so we'll sit in class, we won't talk, but when we go home, we'll send you an email.
Bruh.
Right?
Gotta go. But that's another thing too, though. I think like the education system also needs to revamp. They need to like understand that you
horrible.
can't have this like like this is the only way. They should like I think do more assessment tests to find out what's the most optimal way for students to learn individually. And then once they find out, they're like, oh, you learn better if we teach you this way. So you get paired up with this teacher.
Person,
you know what I mean? And they can do that. I think in the future, I think they'll probably do that. I think that's something they'll work towards on the education field, but it has to be one of those things that has to be profitable. So a business has to invest into the research, and then from the research has to turn into some sort of company, and then from that company to go forward. From of government to actually do this and move forward. I don't know if there's parts of the world that are doing this. If they are, that would be sick to like maybe
The
research.
education, it has to change.
Yeah,
the system
it does.
is whack all over. Like for me personally, I want to go back home and champion that, across, because bro, they taught us a whole bunch of bullshit. Like to be honest with you, like that's just nothing else to describe it. Education is a waste of. Like after school, you're like, I feel like I've been scammed because the money we put in the years and the hours. When you come out of school, you don't even 90% of people don't follow what they learned in school.
That's true. That's
Right, in
very
terms
true.
of like none of them. It doesn't apply. I know people who study science, they're working in the bank. Like nothing makes sense.
It does not. No.
I'm like, why the hell were we forced? Because our parents, they thought the best things they could do for us is go to school. But the problem is the school system.
Yep. Exactly.
You just go in, the same textbooks for the last 100 years, the same thing. I'm like, the world has moved.
Yep.
But we're still teaching them the same thing. So I think it's a problem. And here too is a problem because you talk to people who are like, if you tell me they went to school, they grew up and they went to school, they never heard of black people. That's ridiculous.
Yes, exactly.
Like what do you mean? You told them that the world was full of white people? Like, what does that even mean?
Yeah, that was their sheltered perspective. You know, they didn't, I guess, like look out. And are you talking about specifically Vancouver? Where was it? Like
Canada in general,
yeah,
because it's not like a Vancouver thing. Like America, it's like the Western world as we call it.
Exactly.
It's not like it's the whole thing. If you talk to anybody, like, oh, what do you know? Like, you know, history. What kind of history do they learn?
They feel like they don't need to learn a lot of the history parts. They're like, oh, I thought I didn't know, but I know what happened with like the barbarians and how they moved over.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
The Vikings.
But even like we don't even learn too much about the indigenous community.
No,
like I didn't know too much like growing up, and I'm just like, why aren't we learning more about it? Like imagine you come to a country, right? And it's these people have this country, this land, and they built this whole civilization and everything. And then these people come right after. You're like, learn the people that came right after first. You're like, whoa, hold on a second. What about the OGs? What about the people? Who, like, this all belongs to them. They're like, oh, man, I don't really know about it. So let's not talk about it. I'm like, wait, hold on a second. Can we change this? And like, when I was a kid, I thought that was some bullshit. I really thought it was bullshit. Yeah. I was like, why aren't we learning this? So the best thing is like, that's why people are so important. Like, I would try to connect with people that are my friends in those communities. You know, I would be like, not, like sometimes it just happens organically. You find out that the people that faced through the most struggles or went through the most shit, like, oh shit, what you're talking about in your community is very similar to my experience. You know, and then you find the connections and there you go. But that wouldn't have happened if you don't have that awkward conversation first about the shit. Bro. So people don't see that part because everybody's so hostile. I think especially with the newer generation. It's like, it's fucked up, bro. We're like old to them, which is fucked up to think, but we're fucking old. People are looking at us like, look at these adults and these old fucking guys talking about shit. Man. You know?
Man, we're young homies, man. What's up? We're OGs. Young OGs.
We're old fucking OGs now.
We're young
OGs. There we go. Young OGs. Shout out Loso. My man.
Oh man, it's true. The idea of it, but it's like I feel like we can relate more because we're still in our generation, right? Yeah. Like our parents, their mindset is still not like they're not like Instagram has done a lot, positive or negative. Like on the positive side, I'm excited because like now people don't have to like try and imagine what the hell is going on. Like, okay, Google some shit. Like, exactly. you could see human beings living somewhere else. I don't know where you live.
Facts. You can.
Yeah, you can go. You can go see it for yourself. Exactly. So you don't have to wait for the media or the radio. So if you don't go see it, then now I know like where your mind is at.
True.
Because it's accessible to you.
Yes. That's so important. I think like somebody said it. I forgot his name, but he said like the internet is the biggest education tool, and like it moved on to like social media now. Like I remember being a kid and I was really into basketball, so I was trying to learn all this shit. It was so hard for me to go through different forums and find these basketball clips and stuff. Now with fucking YouTube, all these platforms, people just search the shit they want. It's all right there. Like all the education they have, anything they want to learn. It's almost like, do they need to go to school? If you can learn everything from your computer,
that is the question.
What's
that? That is the question because I had a strong problem with that too. When I went to school, we paid fees, and I'm like, wait, every assignment we have to go home and watch YouTube. So why are we coming back every morning to talk to this guy who tells us to go home and watch YouTube? Because the teachers are YouTube clips.
Yes. There we go.
YouTube clips. Yep. Research. There's more YouTube clips. And you can even find more YouTube clips for your. Like, bro, why are we paying some guy to tell us about YouTube clips?
Yes.
Then why don't we just take time and pay ourselves and go look for the YouTube clips? Because I'm like, they're not. It didn't make a lot of sense. And that's what you're saying. I'm like, technically, people are self-trained doing their businesses off YouTube. True. And we're going to school paying somebody to tell us about the YouTube people are using for free.
That would like you'd be on some bullshit today if you like graduate and like you go so hard and you're like 100,000 plus in debt because you're like going into this education system,
but people
and then other dudes are like, I just went on the internet, learned all this shit by myself, watched all these YouTube videos,
and I did.
Now I have a couple 100,000 coming in every month because of these fucking FBA, fulfillment by Amazon, or starting their business, or branding themselves on social media. You might look at that, you'd be like, God damn, that's fuck.
Yeah.
Like I've like, especially if you're going into business or those type of field. I mean, I would still want my doctor to go to school. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I want like anybody
Specific,
in the medical field.
Go
you
to
guys go to
school.
a school.
Yeah.
Technical engineers, my pilots, yes. Go to the formal training. We need to do that. But if you're just like, hey, I want to get into business, why don't we have apprenticeship where they're like, okay, in high school, we'll take you and you'll be an intern at Apple. Or if it's Vancouver, you're an intern at EA Sports. You'll learn all that shit.
Campus,
okay, work with the graphic design team. Work with this team. You want to make video games? Learn this part. It's part of your schooling rather than do your school. That's some additional co-op BS. And then you're like, oh, now I have to give up my summer to do this. But if I knew that like doing it properly with my hands is part of the education system, I would be more motivated. Even when there is paperwork or shit that I got to study, I'm like, wait, you're telling me the things, but I saw it on like the computer screen when I was working at EA. So
it's insane. It's just like that.
we need to revamp, bro.
Coding.
Yeah, kids. That's the thing.
Coding from home.
Yeah.
With no background, nothing. And then you're in school and you end up with 50, 40K, 60K.
Yep.
And then somebody's like, oh, yeah.
Sometimes more. The States is way more, you know?
Somebody's like, oh, I did it on YouTube. Like, what? Is that a school? Even the school's on YouTube now. Academy and you
yeah,
some things.
Udemy.
Yeah, you can subscribe to the school on YouTube. So
how do you know this, by the way?
Bro,
were you looking into this?
I told you everything from school had to go back to YouTube. There's not one thing that we didn't go back and find on YouTube.
Your teacher says some shit, you're like, hold up.
Yeah.
Yo, the YouTube video says you're wrong.
Exactly.
Explain that, bro.
That's literally like what happens. It's like, because sometimes the teacher will say something, you might not get it.
Yep.
Guess what? You have to go home, remember what she was talking about, and YouTube it.
And watch YouTube.
And then somebody will explain it. I'm like,
straight up.
So what exactly is the point of, like you said, the doctorate and the doctors and stuff?
Yes.
Fine. The technical stuff.
We understand.
But 80-85% of the rest, they don't need to be in school for nothing.
Yep.
And the government knows this, but they're still collecting the money.
Fuck, man. They were talking about like the education system, like I think like 30, 40 years ago, how much they had to pay.
Yeah.
It was in the hundreds per year versus like close over 100,000 now today, which is like, because student loans has almost become a business.
It is. Almost.
And then it's like on top of it, because I think in Canada it's through the government, but in the States it's through private companies. So you call another, like not like the federal student loan or whatever, you call in like a company like Sally Mae, and then you get a loan through them.
Wow.
And then you have to negotiate with a business. And then people are talking about that they've been in situations where they're like, oh, you got a job now pay us like majority of your salary. And the motherfucker's like, bro, either I pay you or I live in my van because I can't afford rent. And the guy responded with, I think you should live in your van. The person who's there
on the phone.
Wicked. And the guy's like, yo, this shit's fucked.
Yeah.
But like he can't say anything because like that's where they've come now.
It's not a contract.
It is what it is.
It's not a contract.
Can't do anything.
That is
they want to collect.
That is insane. And all this is like, the people's awareness, man. I feel like that would be a social revolution. The people have to wake up, because it's like if you don't, then obviously whoever is making the money is making the profit.
True.
Whoever it is, private government, there's the loans are not free.
Yep.
And you're not going to pay the same amount. There's an interest.
Yeah.
So that's a business right there.
Facts.
Oh, I'll give you 10K, you bring 12K. Straight business. They're hustling you straight up.
Shit.
And if you don't go to school, you can't find a job, right? Because you need some paperwork called a degree, right?
There we go.
But when you get a degree, you're not guaranteed a job because
you don't have experience. You should have spent that time going into work instead. Wait, you want me to go to like 6 classes and then waste my time also studying and then have a job in that field?
Yeah.
So by the time I'm done school, I have the experience and the fucking degree. On some bullshit. Like it's fucked up, but it's like it's been promoted a lot and it's still there and you can't really get rid of it. But I remember when I was in school, and this kid I saw, like he was going for a second science major, and this other girl was going for a second business major because one of them studied English and they couldn't find a job. They came back. Another one was studying psychology. They couldn't find a job. They came back. A lot of them in the arts field, a lot of them in the science field, that they're like, if I really want to make an income, I have to do further education. I can't continue with just an undergrad. There's so many limited opportunities, especially in the West Coast. And I guess traveling is another option, but it's so much tougher versus like one of those kids who like learned how to code just by learning online.
Yeah, he's gone.
They go off, they make their own apps or anything, you know. And I think we should just teach people how to teach themselves. Like here's the tools so you can teach yourself. Go in, and then it should be like majority of the world. It should be free. Like education should be free. Don't we want the best human beings?
Nah, they don't.
You know what I mean? That's fucked up. Don't we want like motherfuckers to be smart, to just know shit?
Hell no.
You know? It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
If they were, the people won't be able to steal the money no more. Right?
It's a brave new world all over again. God damn. Random segue, Sly. Segue it up. All right. So Sugar Honey Cannabis.
Sugar Honey Cannabis.
So I'm listening to this song, and then there's like, it's a vibe. However, I'm thinking, you know, I'm always thinking. I thought about the fact that how is it easy or hard to get cannabis in Ghana?
The culture growing up, the time I was growing up is different. Okay. Now it's changed because you know, the old mentality is going away. Because now obviously, you know, cannabis is popular again, you know. Before it was banned and condemned. Right?
No, I didn't know that. So in Ghana, it was like illegal?
Yeah, it was banned, condemned, you know, because religion is in the background of it. Right? They brought they tied some bullshit into it.
It's all from Christianity?
That, and I think Muslims too. I don't think it's like allowed.
What's the population in Ghana, do you think, of Christians and Muslims? Is it 50-50 kind of, you think?
Good question.
Should we pull that up? We need someone to pull that up.
Well, we could pull that up, but I think Christians are majority.
Okay, majority Christians.
Yeah, it could be majority.
Even like you're saying, so both of them are against it. Yeah, that makes sense. True.
Because you understand, like Ghana and Africa and other places, it's a cultural place. Mm-hmm. The country is not just, it's not structure. It's not like a business corporation, people running the country. It's a culture thing. True. Like you have your grandparents, this tradition, this practice. So it became more of a cultural thing where it's not accepted. You can't go and smoke with your parents.
Let's take a quick break and hear a word from our sponsors, Ball Life Studios.
Hey everyone, this is Coach Eliza Chavez from Ball Life Studio, located in the Bay Area in sunny California. Here at Ball Life Studio, we offer elite-level basketball training for all ages and skill levels. We give exposure to and develop all our athletes to not only reach their max potential on the court, but off the court as well. We teach and develop the whole athlete, from the mind to the body. For a limited time, Coffee and Banana listeners will receive an additional 15% discount on all training sessions and basketball products with promo code COFFEE15. That's COFFEE15 with no spaces. Visit www.balllifestudio.com/shop and receive an additional 15% discount on all training sessions and basketball products. That's www.balllifestudio.com/shop with promo code COFFEE15. We have some exciting events coming to you all this year, so stay tuned with our yearly schedule by following us on Instagram at Ball Life Studio. Here at Ball Life Studio, we are all about the ball life.
Thanks, Chavez. And now we're back to Coffee and Banana.
Bro, that's one of the things in Canada here is like crazy. Like, me and my mom, we smoke a bong. Yeah. I'm like, you say what?
Straight up.
Right? Yeah. Oh, my grandmother smokes weed. I'm like, what? Like, you can't be, you and your grandma smokes weed? Yeah. Like, that's not a thing. Yeah. That's a thing here.
Yes, that's straight up a thing.
You can't explain that to somebody who hasn't lived that. It's like, what do you mean? It's like, my mom, she brings in the sativa. I'm like, wow. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's totally different. If you're doing it, you gotta hide it. Right? Even now, you gotta hide it. It's not
still okay.
Because you don't want to go see your mom and smoke weed in front. That's the cultural difference.
I mean, that of course makes sense. You know what I mean?
But here it's not a thing. Like
nope. Even before it was legal, I think now that it's legal, way more people are doing it. But like even before that, it was just like a lot of people I know, they were like, "Oh, I'm taking dabs with my mom," and then look, my mom's so high and putting on social media, and I'm just like, "Whoa, that's not a thing. That life exists for some people." You know that's their life.
That's not a thing. So it's different. But hopefully, it gets.
Have you had a drink with your mom, like alcoholic drink?
No, she wouldn't like me to drink.
Yeah, see, there
You
we
know what I
go.
mean?
That's a mom.
It's
Mom's
like, what you mean? She would freak out. It's like, I have to like finesse.
Yeah.
I remember we went to like my brother's wedding, the engagement. I was like, why are these people here? Because now they're going to restrict us.
Fuck.
You know what I mean? But I was like, yo, it's a celebration. And I came down. So she didn't like it. I could tell she was pissed, but it's a celebration. So yeah, but nah, you don't have a drink. She doesn't drink. But again, it's a different thing. Me and my mom are taking shots.
True.
That's like a whole different conversation.
Yes,
Like,
of course, completely different.
I'm like, what? It was your birthday and your mom took tequila shots.
yeah, bro. There we go. That's another culture shock, like you're saying exactly.
Different experience. Different experience.
So weed, alcohol, all that stuff. Like religion is very prominent in those
religion
places.
has done a lot of caused a lot of problems. So it affects these things. You know, like because if you go drink, the pastor's gonna preach against you. So you got a problem.
Wow,
Right?
That's it. And is there one of those things where like there's like a local pastor and he knows everybody in the community? Like, is it very close? Maybe the area?
No, but you know, these pastors, they go off a general consensus,
Okay.
right? Because
Yeah.
we know the culture again.
I see.
Like
I see.
we know people drink, obviously. Like yo,
Yep.
there's no place lit. Ghana's like proper lit, like entertainment. Like bro, people go back. They're crazy for Christmas.
Yeah.
So you can get your liquor and everything, but Sunday you can go to church and go pray and do your thing.
go
But you and
to
your
God's
pastor are not
place.
going to have a discussion about
I see.
my alcohol.
Okay.
Like,
There's your pastor's like, I know what's up,
in
Sly.
the church,
Okay.
everybody is there to pray.
Yes.
And the pastor's going to judge you. He's going to judge you regardless. And the Christians are going to judge you regardless.
Yeah.
So you sort of decide to live your life.
Nice.
Because that's the one thing about religion. The Christians were quick to judge. You're like, yeah, oh my God, I can't believe you drink. You're going to hell.
But is there like confessions? You go there and throw
Like,
a couple
bro,
Hail Marys.
But this Hail Mary shit
Yeah.
is like Italian culture.
Was
right?
it Italian? Yeah, I think so.
Rome,
Yeah,
that's where
the
this shit comes from. So some of
Roman
these things,
Catholic,
I'm
yeah.
like, why are we even doing this confession? It's not all like, it's not our culture.
Yes, it's not. It's not your
Like,
culture at
it's
all.
a thing that were practiced somewhere, and then because of, Christianity has like a million.
Different branches, different types.
They don't
like
even make any. I'm
Anglican
like,
and
which
stuff.
Jesus are you praying to? And then this guy, like,
Yep.
like how many versions are there? Because they don't all agree.
Yeah.
Some people
True.
go to church 6 days. Some say 7 days.
Yes.
Some say
Whoa.
Saturday.
Oh my God.
7-day Adventist. You heard SDA?
No, I don't.
No. Okay. There's
What is
7-day
this?
Adventists. It's like a group where they worship on Saturday instead of Sunday. I hope I'm not mixing it up. But 7-day Adventists is
Okay.
like, yeah, SDA. It's a popular. It's big.
Yeah.
Like they worship a little different. Like right Saturday, because typically Sundays are for church service, right? Across,
Yeah, of course,
across
Sunday.
board.
Yeah, makes
but
sense.
then this before would be like Saturdays.
Yeah.
No, the Bible said we should do Saturdays. Y'all
Saturday.
didn't read the Bible.
Yeah, they
properly.
say Saturday is Sabbath. You know?
Exactly.
And then that's the
Sabbath day,
that's
you know?
the Sabbath. You're not
Remember the
supposed to-
Sabbath day, but somebody says Sunday, somebody says Saturday. The same Christian. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Who do we believe now?
Yeah.
And then there's Jehovah Witness. You heard of those?
Yes, I know Jehovah
They go
Witness.
knocking, people be ducking
Yeah,
them. Like
straight
nobody
up.
wants to see Jehovah.
They don't want to fuck with people's blood. Do you know that blood thing? You know, it's like when they do, if you have to do surgery on someone who's Jehovah Witness, they have to use their own blood. So they draw, I think, their own blood and they save it. And then when they need to do surgery, the doctors will use only their blood.
Wow.
During the surgery because they can't have somebody else's blood because it's not pure at that point. And I know this specifically because this one dude who was a Jehovah Witness would keep knocking on my door, and then we started becoming friends. We started playing ball, and then he's like super religious and everything. Then I find out he knocked up some girl, and I was like, "Now isn't that a beat?" You know,
Bro, this whole thing is just too much BS. Listen
Yeah.
to that. Exactly. And this person will be judging you. This Jehovah Witness guy.
Yeah, there you go.
They'll be
That's
judging
one
you
of them.
for drinking alcohol. He's in the background doing some shit. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
this thing don't make no sense. When I was younger, this is a lot of stress. I remember like I got beat to like go to church because on Sunday morning I'll pretend.
Yeah.
I'll sleep, man. You can't do nothing to wake me up. Like they're like, wake up. I pretend to sleep. So sometimes they leave me, and then as soon as they go, I wake up because I was like, bro, some of the church didn't make any sense because you
Yes.
go Sunday school and then the things they'll be reading to us, it doesn't make any sense in real life to me.
Yeah, I see.
Right?
It's so far from your reality.
Yeah, it was like
versus
some
what they're
fiction
saying.
stories about some Galilee and Galilee and some lands and Israel, Jerusalem. You know the names in the Bible?
I feel you. Yeah,
Amos-
I know. Like,
some,
okay, I
yeah.
read it, but like now it's like it's been so long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like
I can't remember the last time I went to church.
I haven't even read it fully because every time I learn different things in the translation, and the amount of translation out there is a problem.
Yeah.
First of all, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Everybody translate the Bible how they want. So I'm like,
What about the LeBron James version?
you see, there's even that. Like,
No, I'm
just
playing.
like
It's called the King James.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
King
like,
James.
listen. It appears to me that this book here, it's like you read it for yourself and take what you want to take.
Yeah. Do you know one thing that I learned, which was like so random, which I did not know until I was like 21, 22? Jesus had an older brother. Did you know about this?
Never heard of it.
It sounds like I'm making up like some sort of conspiracy
That's what I'm
theory.
saying. Add your version, man.
I think his name was James the Just.
What?
James the Just. Okay, someone could be like, "Oh, it's wrong."
James
This
the
guy's
Just.
anti. Because like again,
This guy's
anti-Christianity now, anti-Christ now. I'm like, bro, chill, man. Okay,
Oh, man.
it's the Revelation says different. I don't fit in that criteria.
It's
you know,
hilarious.
but so Jesus apparently had an older brother. You know, his name was
Never
James
heard
the
of it.
Just. Yeah,
James the Just.
and then he was also crucified.
Bro, it sounds like
too.
some name somebody made up, okay? Like
I-
James the Just. I'm not gonna hold you. James the Just sounds like one of those.
Could someone check this?
James the
Dre?
Just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just be like,
Can we get some in
Jesus,
the audience? Please check
Yeah.
James the Just. Real
James the
quick.
Just.
Bro, it's real.
It's real.
James the Just is real.
Is it-
According to the New Testament.
Oh, okay.
Bro, that's another debate. There's an Old Testament, there's a new one, and there's a one that was remixed and it was changed from Judaism, translated to English,
Yeah.
and it got lost in the Roman century. Bro, y'all
Yo,
gotta
Diddy
chill out.
will come back with a remix.
Yeah.
Bad boy. Bible bad boy remix
Y'all
version.
gotta chill out because it's getting out of hand to the point where two Christians can't live in the same house.
Yeah. Fuck.
They're Christians. But one believes in Old Testament, one believes in New Testament.
Yeah, but like that isn't like here's the what Jewish people from what I'm told it's like they don't rock with the old like that saying because the Old Testament is like majority of it's what it's taken from is from the Torah. They took out some of the stories, which is
Yeah.
what like man, we need to have a Jewish person on this platform
We need to have like
to
somebody who's
give us some
biblical,
game, you know,
steady wise.
someone that knows about theology and
Yes.
stuff that can
Yes,
give us the
because-
full breakdown.
Definitely, there's too much stories going on with the book, the Torah. I've heard the Torah and stuff. I don't
Yeah.
know much about it, but the idea that there's 50,000 divisions of Christianity is a problem,
It's 50,000.
bro. It has
Whoa.
to be. I know quite a bit just in Ghana alone.
Word.
And if you spread it across Africa, it might be the same or different. But then there's some in Europe, some in Spain. Everybody has some Catholic building somewhere.
Yeah,
right.
seems like
there's a whole historic building somewhere. That means somebody
and
was
it's something religious. and
Somebody
it's
was praying
Christian.
there.
Yep, somebody was praying there.
so. It's too much.
Man, damn. But you know what's crazy? Like, we're told not to talk about religion,
Of course.
talk about race, talk
Of
about
course.
money, talk about politics.
Oh yeah.
It's like the most important shit we just can't talk about and we're not allowed. And maybe in a sense, I get it if you're doing business with someone. Like, I don't need to do this. But that's also a way you connect with someone. Imagine you do business with someone and then you find out their political values is kind of really fucked up. Like, really fucked up, you know? Or they believe in like, just like some bad shit. You find out after, you're like, fuck, I should have talked to this motherfucker a little bit.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have been weird about it. But people aren't having these conversations, just chilling. And then I think that's the thing. People just need to like get out of your fucking rooms, make friends, be nice to people, give and take, you know, like, bro, like I gave up on Vancouver when I first met the people. I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm staying in my room. I'm going to just try to work online. But I'm like, it's not even about that, man. Like, that's not the culture I was raised from. Like, we came from like being inclusive, inviting all the people and just knowing the fact that like everyone has something to offer.
Yeah.
Everyone can make you smarter. Everyone can show a perspective that you don't know.
Absolutely.
And I mean, like, if Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, Judaism, if they bring people together as they are, by all means, bro, like, that's your goal. Cool. We can all coexist together. It's all good. You like Buddha. I like Muhammad. You like Jesus. Cool. Guess what? We all believe in a higher power. Or even if we don't, it's all good. I'm not tripping on you. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, that's your battle. That's your journey. And I hate the trigger friendliness of the society today,
Yeah.
where as soon as you say something a little bit off, all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I didn't know I couldn't say that part anymore. And now we're back to square one.
Yeah.
And you say all this shit to us, like say this shit to back home, everybody's like, you son of a bitches. We can't afford food right now. Okay. We didn't have electricity last week, by the way.
While, yeah.
And all this like this is our problem. This is our reality. And you're talking about you guys are complaining about some words people are saying. Fuck out of here. Like they can't even like fathom the ridiculousness of like how sensitive we are. And it's like, they're just like, yo, just take care of the real problems first and not enough about like monitoring or managing people.
To talk.
Yeah, to talk. Just stupid fucking conversations. Like you said earlier, bro. Who was the one that told you that quote of politics and war? Can you say it again?
Fred Hampton.
Fred Hampton?
Yeah, I seen that movie. I was excited because it's like I learned something new, you know, because like that was like hard statement, bro.
Word.
Hard statement. It's like just like politics and war is the same thing. It's just different words, right? So what he was teaching the people is like, yo, war is politics with bloodshed. That's what it is. Because think about war.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, this is actually true. Because war, England joined up with this person to go against this person. That's politics. That means 2-3 countries have to say, hey, this is the enemy. This is what we're going to get. How we're going to divide
Let's
this.
exclude this person or something. And you bring it to a smaller scale. Now it's in businesses and it's happening in everyday life.
That's what we're living in.
It's still war. It's still like, this is my territory and shit. We're calling it politics. Bro, that's Sly coming in with bars, man.
That's
Sly,
Fred Hampton. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Fred Hampton. And then we do the Michael Scott. You miss every shot, you miss Michael Jordan _ Michael Scott. Yeah. Some people will get that, but Fred Hampton,
real G, Chairman Fred. So that statement is true. I'm like, yo, we need to speak enough so the next generation will pick up this quicker than we did.
Yeah.
So we're picking up all these things now. And people believe in politics like politics is another criminal thing that's dividing people legit.
That's
like two parts. Even here, everywhere. Like, look at what the hell happened in the States.
Yeah.
It's like
exactly.
Hey,
yeah.
Pro-Trump and bro. They don't care about none of you.
Yeah, people. They don't care. Like, bro, did you see the Dave Chappelle thing? He said he went somewhere and some like just like about to vote, and he's like, I saw some like trash, like I think he's in Ohio. He just saw like some like super conservative dude and just like saying that Trump is gonna come and take everything from all you guys, and then Dave Chappelle's like, you dumb motherfucker. Yeah. I'm rich. He's protecting me. Yeah. He doesn't give a fuck about you.
Facts.
So it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, some people are so caught up in like picking the sides. Because now it's like
left or right.
It's like left or right shit. And it's like the Crips and Bloods. And now, now you're picking the sides. But like, okay, there's some people that really know their politics, so I'm not going to check them. But majority of the people I spoke to cannot tell me the policy on either side.
No, hell no.
Nobody knows the actual policies.
99%
but it's
of the
like,
people don't know
I fuck with this person, I don't fuck with this person.
That's
why? Because that person, I don't know their face. Something about their face I don't fuck with. And that's what it is. So that's why they got to worry about their image so much. Because they know none of you motherfuckers are reading our shit.
Exactly.
None of you guys are listening.
They don't care about none of this.
Yeah.
Because it's like, listen to that. That would mean politics, you know what I mean? My Caribbean people say politics, you know. That's why what you call it? Reggae music chant down Babylon, you know? They don't deal with a lot of politics because it's just one person lying to you about telling you this person's bad and I'm the best. Yeah. Right? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And when it's time and you vote him out, the other person said, no, I'm the guy.
I'm the guy who's going to say he couldn't do the things that he said that he claimed. Look at how wrong he was.
Exactly.
Don't focus on those parts that he did right. Don't focus on that part. Just
forget everything.
This part right here. Okay.
I'm going to say
bro, it's a rap battle. Those debates that are happening, they're low-key just rap battles. The guy's just spinning his bars and the guy's like,
you done?
Okay, you done? Oh, shit. Okay, let's check this out. So your son, he was caught in China doing business. Explain that. Yeah. Explain that. I'm done.
Boss.
Drops the mic, walks away. And the motherfucker's like, oh, shit. Now, okay. All right. I got a rebuttal. Well, your mom is a bitch. Yeah. You just like it's what it is. And then we're so entertained and we're like, yo, this guy killed that rap battle.
Yeah.
I have no idea what but he killed the rap battle. So let's give it up.
That is insane that people actually watch that and don't realize it's all scripted. Like there's a group of people who sat down to type and
they wrote
prepare.
it. They prepare like, oh, what if they said this? We'll say this. They have all this. Like there was actually a docu-series on Hillary Clinton on. It could be on Netflix or Amazon. So I was watching it. They made this one dude pretend to be Trump. And then he would like,
oh snap!
And then they would do debates, and then he would be like, "No, fuck, you're what?" And like not swear, obviously, wrong. And he would just be like obnoxious or throw Hillary Clinton off. So that's how she practiced, and they showed it all. And I was like, "Whoa!" Like they really prepared to the
speech. Yeah,
it was there.
It's like a sparring speech, sparring session. That's staged though.
Well,
so why are people killing each other over like some stage drama? Because this is like drama. Like we rehearsed, and we come and perform, and hopefully the people buy.
Yeah,
and people buying it.
Two rich ass people just talking it out. At the end of the day, they don't give a fuck. They're set. Hey, you're still rich. Yeah, I'm still rich too.
Yeah.
Nice. Guess what? We just got so much clout now. We can do more business after this, regardless of who wins. And then they're like, yeah, sick. All right, go ahead. Nice.
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Scream on the screen.
Let's get it.
Just,
all right. Anyways, I lost. Whatever. But I'm a lot of the political leaders. A lot of them. They just get paid so much money just to do talks.
Oh yeah.
They go to universities and everything and just
books
do talks.
And stuff. Yeah.
And then they do motivational stuff. Oh, I did this, and then books, and then stuff afterwards. And then you're thinking like, how genuine are they? How genuine are they about the cause and stuff? So
there's no cause there, bro. The thing is it's all politics, and it's just like
that's what it is.
The game is to win some money for you. Like what the hell do you think the orange guy? What you think he cared about anybody? Like even when he tells people how he feels, then the media comes to spin it. Oh, he didn't mean that. You know, he could have meant so, like the guy spoke what he was thinking, but you were breaking it down to people like, oh, but that's not what he meant. You know, bro, like, alternative facts.
It's like you get, think about it, like you're in a position and you hire like the best people that can speak for you at those moments. So like the best PR work. And then you could just say whatever you want because you're like, I'm confident. And then you're like, what's my marketing strategy? Did you see this documentary called like The Social Dilemma? Have you seen that? I haven't
finished it. Yo, the one that messing with your mind.
The one that's like, it's just showing like the algorithms or prioritizing hate because more people, because like the algorithms are, it's not meant exactly for that from my understanding. They're prioritizing engagement. So like the more people talk, the more people do things. But they found out that the things that people engage the most is hate stuff. Negative stuff. So then the algorithm automatically promotes that shit to you. And then people are being more divided. And that's like, changing political wars, like talking about in Brazil, talking about this company called, I think it was Cambridge. What was that university? Is it Cambridge? You guys know that company's name that was doing it? All right, I'll have to think about this company.
I haven't finished that
but
one.
Anyways, this one company that was hired, the first company was hired by Obama's administration to like win the election. Once that finished, Trump hired the same company and like they started putting out like different type of news. Opposite news. Obviously at that point, like it wasn't Trump versus Obama, it was Trump versus Hillary. But they used like negative ads and just all this stuff. And then with digital ads, you just put like, you can reach so many people, right? You're just putting thousands of dollars and you're doing direct deals. And then now Twitter announced that no more political ads. So if you're doing anything politics related, they don't ban that. I don't know if Facebook is doing that, but that part, I think you got to finish the documentary. I probably should watch it again.
Definitely. I started and I realized it was a cell phone. The technique they used to keep you on. I think the guy was talking about Instagram. Why they decided about scrolling and what it does with the mental. I was like, yo.
Yes, exactly.
These motherfuckers are like, this is what they're dangerous, bro.
Yes.
They've gone to psychologically research how we're going to trick this person to stay on the phone for 3 hours. Stay on the
platform as long as possible.
Without knowing what the hell's going on.
They don't even know.
And I didn't
They're contributing to more ads. I can put more ads and I'm getting paid. They just think they're watching this funny ass video.
I was like, the idea that they thought about scrolling as opposed to swipe. The guy was explaining one of the things.
I recall that. It's like a slot machine effect. It's like the people in the casino and then the likes and the comments and all this stuff. It's kind of like you get points, you get rewarded in your mind. Insane. Yeah.
And he was telling that he doesn't want his kids to be on the phone and he tries to stay away from the phone. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
So this guy behind it, he is staying away from it because that's crazy.
That's exactly
what it is. But it's legal here.
Yeah, that's something super random. Do you know like WhatsApp, like in Europe and stuff, they have to pay for it?
Really?
Yeah, they have to pay
To install it or to use it?
To use it. It's like I don't know if it's still there because like back when I knew I checked out those people in Europe, it like they weren't acquired by Facebook yet. So maybe the fact that Facebook acquired them, they don't have to do that. But now, by the way, you can do WhatsApp ads as well. You can like message people directly. People can message you. So there's. And then obviously we're talking about TikTok. There's TikTok ads. Like literally you're swiping. You feel like the shit you just talked about. The video comes up from the stuff that you said. You're like, how the hell is it so accurate? Then like they're talking about your phone's constantly listening to you, constantly observing who you are. And
so that thing is true, right?
That's
what do you
100%
think?
true, bro. That's not, like I was talking to one of my friends back in like 2015, and she was like, their company was working towards some technology as just like as far as with voice. And I said, hey, by the way, is this a myth or is it true where your phone's constantly listening to you? And she's like, yeah, your phone's constantly listening to you. And then I said, that's kind of crazy. And then a lot of times when I'm just like, me and you were talking about, for example, let's say we just talk about Sprite, or like Sprite is such a great drink. It's so dope. We pull out Facebook or something, and all of a sudden we start seeing Sprite ads. That has happened to me so many times. At this point, I'm not even surprised by it. I'm just like, I just said something out loud. All of a sudden, I put S, and Google's like, "Did you mean Sprite?" There's so many things that could have started with S. You know what I mean? What if I want to find out SpongeBob reruns just to watch all over again? You know, what if I wanted that at 4 p.m. on a random Tuesday?
They come up with Sprite?
But they went with Sprites. Why? Because they have to be listening. I guess it's predictive, so they have to like kind of guess what you're talking about. But I think it's more than that.
Yeah, is there a way to turn the mic off? Because I know the webcam would like computers.
People do
right?
that. I think it's like as soon as you allow one of the apps permission, and then
that's the whole thing.
It just kind of goes through. I could be completely wrong. Somebody else could fact check us. The other thing is like so if you write Google ad setting on Google, and then it'll show you what Google thinks you are. So it'll say, we think based on your account, you like basketball, you're around this age to this age. We think you're single. So we'll show you this stuff. It's actually interesting.
It shows you?
Yeah, it shows you all that stuff. So Google ad settings.
Okay.
Yeah. If I'm wrong about this, I'll send you the link. And then another thing that's cool, I was talking to Cole about this, is that Facebook ad library, now it shows you everyone else's ads. So you could just be like, oh, what is Ed Sheeran? What is he doing for his marketing campaign? I have no idea. You write Ed Sheeran and it shows you all the ads he's running all over Facebook and Instagram. All you have to write is Facebook, and it's free. It's all free. You find out every information.
Wow.
So the next time you see let's say artist from Ghana or Nigeria kind of popping, like how the fuck is this motherfucker popping all of a sudden? Let me check if they're running ads on his shit. You write his name and then it'll tell you, yeah, they are running ads.
On Facebook?
On Facebook ad library.
Ad library. You gotta log into that? In your account?
I think it's like logs in because as long as you're logged in with Facebook, you're automatically can see it. Yep. So you should be good. But definitely check it out. It's interesting.
I have to find the ad library. You just go in and like search it. Where is it? Because
I Google it, but I think the URL is kind of long. I'll send you a link.
Okay, all right.
But it's interesting, man. The whole world is just caught up in that sense.
The tech space is crazy. Some of the things they're doing, like people would just be talking to like because you know those little mini Google Nest Home things.
Yes, I do.
The fact that you're talking to it and it's listening to you, that means is set up to listen to you. Right?
Yep.
And people don't think it. They just think it's cool. Hey, Google, play this. But I'm like, for that thing to pick up every time you speak, that means like it's set to a place where it's constantly listening to everything you're saying then.
Yeah, exactly. Straight up.
Right? So that means your whole conversation
they know everything.
Could be recorded because once you say Google, that's the only time it responds. But
I mean, what prevents them from doing it? Oh, we're not. No, man, we're not. Oh, okay, well, sure. I mean, we can't detect it. If we could detect it, then it's like, hey, bro, you're doing it. Like, oh, shit, my bad. I was. You're right.
I didn't know. You know,
Fuck.
I was waiting to hear play a song.
Like I think it was like there's the Amazon one too, the Alexa, right?
Yeah,
it's in like 100 million homes plus, all over North America, and then the Google Pill. So it's if you have a Spotify account, you get it for free. And then you think about it, you're like, oh shit, I just get this pill for free, costs $150. What are you gonna do? Like, what did I just pay for? Like, you're just thinking about
what's the catch? Yeah.
Maybe I hit him up like, yo, Google, what's the weather like? It's like, oh, it's raining. I'm like, oh, cool. It's like, oh, this Kane asks what the weather's like at this time. and it's going to be raining. He hasn't bought anything in the last little while. Hey, go check out Rain X. And then they have a new collection of jackets for $19.99 or some shit like that. And I'm like, God the fuck damn. But then I could just be like, thank you. That's great. I wanted that. I need to know that. So I don't know. Sometimes the algorithm actually helps you because you find the shit that you need.
Bro, they're influencing you though. That's what I saw. That was a crazy part. It's not about what you need anymore. Yeah. They're telling you what you think you should need.
Yeah. But I think me and you, since we're a little bit older, we were in part of the world where we saw no internet and we saw internet.
Oh, yeah.
We can just be like, okay, that's some bullshit. You know,
advertising on TV.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. Like after school, I watch advertising differently.
Yes. Because
we learned some little bit about what goes into adverts. I was like, yo. This commercial is no joke.
Yep.
Bro, like it's structured in a way where we check psychographics, demographics, everything to put the advert right in front of you. So when they say people get up and go buy shit, I don't blame them. Yep. Like there's a lot of work.
Exactly. They research the targeted audience based on age.
Crazy.
Like race, sex, everything.
Yo.
And then they say, okay, sometimes, I mean, depends on the budget. They might do some tests first. They might show it to some people, and based on their responses, they go ahead. And now with digital, you have A/B testing, so you can just say this ad, but now I want to change this a little bit. Make this green, make this blue. Let's find out which one performs better. Oh, blue one makes us $100,000 more.
Oh, Let's is put insane. It in. Yeah. So it's not about the algorithm is like helping you. It's forced. It's like dictating to you what to go get. Yep. Like when people say I'm hungry, they just put food in front of you.
Yep. Exactly.
I want a burger. Like, oh my God. Like, they just keep putting.
There we go. The Pizza Hut has this deal: 3 slices and a pop for $5.99. You don't want
pizza, you'd be like, whoa, that looks good.
That was fucking good. Have you thought about it? You're like, hold on a second. 10 p.m. Why is it recommending a lot of food? Wait a minute. For the last couple nights at 10 p.m., I've been getting high or I've been smoking weed. Does this motherfucker think that I'm high right now? Is this why they're promoting me this shit? Have you like had those moments?
Bro, there's a lot. The weirdest one is that Netflix thing. Are you still there? Who the fuck are you? What do you mean am I still there? Like, I'm watching this shit. Who are you watching? How do you know? Bro, that shit is the craziest thing ever.
Yeah.
Every time, like, I've been looking for the setting, like, who the hell is there?
Yeah.
To be checking on me to see, hey, this guy paused the thing, so he's not watching. Hey, are you still there?
Fuck.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Bro, it's not an algorithm. It's like, what do you mean? Do you understand? Because, like, imagine you're watching this, like, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and somebody's waiting for you to tell you, oh, by the way, are you still there? Are you still watching?
But Mr. Lord Sly, I think what you're telling our audience and everyone is that you love to binge TV shows.
No. Not anymore. I watch lately I've been on YouTube more.
Okay.
Because learning like history and philosophy and stuff and more. But on Netflix, that thing, right? That thing actually pissed me off to the point I just like I went off Netflix. So
like,
YouTube doesn't do Are You Still There? Right?
YouTube's like, I don't give a fuck if you're here. We'll go to the next video.
They just be playing. Okay, that seems more normal than somebody asking you in the middle of the show, like, do you want to continue? Like, are you there?
Wait, in the middle of the fucking show? I thought it was always at the beginning.
No, bro. Like, if you're playing something, it gets to a point where...
What kind of Netflix is...
You never seen this? No,
I don't watch Netflix too much these days. Yeah. Nowadays, I'm more on Amazon.
I guarantee you, people know this shit. It comes in, are you still there? And with a question mark.
Yeah.
You know one of those movies that they make, like those horror movies where it's like a message comes like
the Black Mirror stuff? The Black Mirror stuff? Do you watch Black Mirror?
I didn't finish it. I watched a couple episodes. That's the thing. I can't get into shows. Like, some of them just don't make any sense.
I feel you.
I just thought, I'm like, so those hype about this, I don't, it's not my thing. I just jump out. But it's just that thing I seen on Netflix is really like alarming because it like legit be asking you questions like, are you done watching? Are you still like what's going on here? It's like they're forcing you to like continue to watch the movie for, like
straight up.
Why is it anybody's business if you want to pause the show or you want to stop watching?
Okay, Netflix, are you listening?
Bro, it's
get
insane,
rid of that feature that says, "Are you still there?"
Never seen that?
Yeah, no.
Nobody's heard that.
We've seen it. We've seen
like
it. We've seen
up to now, if you put like now, it's so frequent to the point
Sure.
where I feel like there are memes about this. That's how you know it's real. Like Netflix be like, "Are you there?" And then people will be kissing in the background.
Yeah,
Right. Like this shit is weird.
It's like I've seen the memes where it's like Netflix, like, "Are you still there?"
Yeah.
And then you're in some girl
You're doing
guts.
some other.
Yeah,
I'm like, how does Netflix know what you're doing to ask you at that time?
yeah, exactly.
It's time for Coffee Tunes. This is a song that the Coffee and Banana team believes you should be listening to. This season's Coffee Tune is #FreeAfghanistan by Vancouver's very own Crescent, produced by East Boulevard's Marlowe. Here's a quick sample of the song.
Afghanistan, trying to take over the people and occupy their land. Though we weren't equipped, we the last ones to quit. Fighting back to '89 when the Soviets split. Now hold up. Why is that relevant? Cause the Pakistani closet is full of Afghan skeletons. The Muslims nowadays are focused more on what has gelatin. When it comes to support, they become a little hesitant. Blame it on the president or a lack of evidence. As they see us bleed, we hear them read, we'll be heaven sent. It's a facade to dedicate yourself to God, but not help the one.
Here's a little background about the song. Afghanistan is currently facing a humanitarian crisis. On August 15, 2021, Taliban fighters entered Kabul, the capital, which led to the fleeing of the president Ashraf Ghani and the government to collapse. To find out more about how you can help Afghanistan, please check the show notes of this podcast. Thank you very much, and now we're back to Coffee and Banana.
Why is Netflix asking if you're
question.
still watching?
That's a great question.
If you're still watching the show, how are they watching? Because TVs have webcams now. That's the other thing we gotta think.
Yeah, that's also true.
Some smart TVs, they all come with like webcams. So it's like technically they're looking at you too, no? Because if we have to shut down webcams and computers, then there's no different with the one on the screen.
Exactly. No, you're right. I mean, fortunately, this one does not have this, so we don't have to worry about this. Thank God. But then again, we have like cameras pointing to us anyways, so we're doing this to us.
Yes, we're still here. Holy.
But shit, man. One more thing I was gonna say is like people like we've been in this Vancouver industry for a while. You've seen your progression from like the different sounds that you've done.
Different sounds. Yeah.
If somebody doesn't know your music today and they're like, "Hey, man, how would you describe your music?"
It's a good question. My music, I've developed. Right now, it's Afrocentric music, right? Because before, like I was doing hip hop. You know, we met bar after bar. You know, battle rap. Man, I love rap still. Yeah. But what I discovered is I was limiting myself. I never tapped into my singing before. Yeah. Always telling myself, I think we've had a conversation. I'm looking for a singer.
Yeah.
I'm looking for
exactly.
I'm like, where the hell's a singer? Couldn't find anybody. Written songs that I can't. I never thought of singing to myself. My whole mindset is, I'm gonna find a singer. I'm gonna meet the singer. It's just ridiculous. Like, so my sound is Afrocentric, and what that means is a fusion of hip hop. High life is original music from Ghana, right? And then Afrobeat is, the hottest genre right now, the fastest growing. And what I did was tap into that because if you take English out, I speak 5 languages. So I'm like, why am I limiting my writing?
True. That's
right.
True.
I have a mother tongue. I have a father tongue. I have a social tongue. I have where I grew up, the cultural tongue. So it's just like now I can make music and express myself in all other languages.
True.
And for the first time when I started doing that, there's so much relief because it's almost like the hip hop. I'm doing it like restricted to like a certain group of people. You know what I mean? And being born in Ghana, like I just have to be aware of it. Like hip hop is huge in Africa. Like don't get me wrong. Like we started rapping back in the day because of the influence and we love all the OGs and stuff.
Yep.
But the thing we can't take away is rhythm in me. You know what I mean? Like the sound, the music I grew up on, the culture. So it's just like, the music is now to the point where people are connecting through music faster than anything.
Exactly.
Nobody's watching for politics or religion. It's arts and culture that's moving the world, technically. Without that, we'd probably be insane, bro.
Facts.
So,
without the arts, we're not in this position.
So definitely. So now I just classified it and put it together and I make Afrocentric music. So the blend, I really love it now because it's just like it gives me freedom to write with R&B people. I can tap into like a dance hall feel. I can tap into reggae. I listen to reggae a lot too. I can do hip hop is there too. When I hear crazy beat, boom, we can get back to that pocket. You know what I mean? Exactly. So Afrocentric has to do with my journey, through life and through, my music as well. So that's That's me. SLY music is Afrocentric music.
Okay, that's dope, man. That's dope. If you could have like one of those like dream collaborations, you know,
A dream collaboration. Yeah.
like somebody could come in like the Afrocentric vibes that you're currently releasing,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and you could have like somebody get on there. They don't have to be like crazy big. They could be mid-level or whatever, or they could be like geo-targeted specifically in somewhere else. Do you have that person in mind?
It's people, not person.
Okay, let's give me a couple.
Yeah, there's a lot, bro. Like especially for me, because I'm representing like Afro beats, right?
Sure.
Afrocentric would be like under the genre like Afrobeat, right? Because that's the biggest name. Afrocentric is just personal to me.
Yeah.
What I call my sound. So represent like Afrobeat in Canada. I'm like, yo, bro, definitely. Like, I want to make, because what am I even thinking of? It's a lot. Like, there's like crazy people on the rap side. Like one of the greatest rappers in Africa, Sarkodie, is like from Ghana.
What's his name?
Sarkodie.
Sakodea.
Yeah, if you Google this guy, like,
Sakodea.
yeah,
Is he on Spotify?
bro. I said if you Google this guy.
Oh, okay.
He BET recently had last 2 years international flow category. They just added it because of that guy.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like,
that's crazy.
No cap. Like when they created the category, like it was like designed for Sarkodie because it's like the flow crazy.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like he's like the best rapper in Africa, like in the front. So if you Google that guy, yeah, you should check him out.
1 second, let me see. I was gonna tell you. I'm actually listening to a song from Ghana right now.
Oh, really?
It's all my repeat, bro.
Which one?
Okay.
Bro, the music is so sweet, man. Shout out
Here
to
we go.
Ryan. Ryan, what's up? We
Ryan.
making some dope music here.
Here's this guy. What do you think of this guy? Have you heard of this guy?
Yo, this is like the new wave. Yeah.
You know this kid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kofi
Word.
Jamal.
Yeah.
Bro, that's the hardest track right now. Like Europe, everywhere is banging because
This song?
Yes, of course.
Dude, it got-
Hard
nice.
beats, bro. You like
Bro,
it? It's like drill
this shit's
trap.
hard.
Yeah.
Who I don't know who is who, but like the guy at the end just spit some bars. You know, we're doing something
The
for a
three
long
of
time
them,
now.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
doing this for a long time now. And it's
I
like,
forget who's on it. Kofi Jamal, but he's
okay, Kofi Jamar. There's another guy called Ya Dog. Here you go. Just like I don't know how you pronounce it.
Yeah. Let's go. Yao Dog.
Yao Dog. Okay. Yao
He's
Dog.
part of the youngest sensations right now. And they're YP. They're from the Ashanti region.
Oh,
Right,
shit.
these Kumasi, the Ashanti region. Yo, big up. They're doing Comerica, right? Like they turned like the whole region from Ghana and they divided like the states. It's
This
funny,
is crazy, bro.
the sound
kid-
is hard, bro.
This sounds hard, bro. It's
Like
like
you
drill
listen-
music
yes.
infused.
And you can feel,
Bro,
Jared, of course, it's big. Like it went everywhere.
But that's the thing, though. Like that's the beautiful thing about music. You know what I mean? Like I think they like just like your music, you have the hip hop influence and you have like the Afrocentric that you brought.
Yeah,
when
man.
you fuse something,
Crazy. Listen to this
the
drill
whole
shit they do.
world is
It's
like, yo, I fuck with hip hop, and then you come in with some. I don't even know what the fuck this guy's saying.
Exactly.
Like, I feel that vibe.
The
you know,
energy, music.
bro. Like if I'm in the gym, I'm just bumping
this
and
one
saying,
is hard. Yes, for sure. We just wanna get it. Yeah.
Bro, this shit goes off.
It's
I'm just
banging.
sick. You know how some random female DJ was playing this on TikTok, like some random
Oh,
girl.
that's already heard it?
Yeah, she was like just doing remixes.
Yeah, I think
she
I
was
seen
just
that clip.
You might
She
have
was
seen it?
comparing UK and some Ghana or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
there we go.
think-
I was seeing that shit, and then like I'm like, thank God for the For You page just showed up to my thing, and then I see the shit, and then I think they put some other people's music, but I was like, Ghana?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Wait, what?
No, you didn't expect that.
I didn't
know.
expect that. I'm like, I gotta find this song
The
ASAP.
drill's crazy.
And this guy is like, so that scene is dope, man.
Yeah.
So would you say you're excited for African music coming like the next 5 years? Do you think like
absolutely. The
Okay.
kids are crazy. You know, the thing is, there's never been, the internet thing, again, why I say it was like the good side of it is
Yeah.
like, you wouldn't have heard this music 5 years ago, 10
True.
years ago,
True.
right? You wouldn't know this, but it would be banging on the ground.
I
But
see.
now, in real time, the music has traveled because of the internet.
like, the
Now you can
internet's
get
out
it in the gym here in Canada. Like that's crazy.
That's-
If you go to clubs in the state, exactly, people don't understand. That girl was playing. I think she was European. She's
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
clout just off playing somebody's song.
playing someone's shit? Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Shout out her for doing this. I became a fan after that, so I respect what she did.
Yeah.
But like, see, that's another thing too, though, which is hella dope for her. Is like, you know how some people, they're like a lot of Vancouver DJs, literally go on Rap Caviar and they're like, take all the fucking shit and put it there.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a real DJ is like,
Discovers music.
I'm gonna bring you some shit that you go up to the DJ
Yeah.
like, bro, what was that shit that you played?
Exactly.
That was hard.
These people play
It's
the
so
top
hard
40
to find
and
that
the
these
top
days.
40 and that's not it.
That's the shit that's so fucking whack.
North
these
America
days.
is especially in Canada. North America is like on the slow to catch on. Europe is caught on to the wave.
yeah.
Like Afrobeat is crazy.
Word.
Like it's coming to America. Like that's that kind of crazy, right?
Like, do you listen to Skepta, by the way?
oh yeah.
Okay, like the
Skepta's
whole
tapped in. Like they've
they're
all
tapped
tapped
in.
back
They're
in.
all tapped in
Because everybody
Yes.
realizes like, yo, we're going back home. This is like the energy's here now. It's like finally, y'all didn't know we make music. Where the hell you think music came from? Right?
facts.
So it's like
Go ahead. There we go.
Skepta's tapped in. Like those are gigs from the UK. Tinge straight
Gigs,
up.
do you know Dave? You know,
Dave is tapped in with Burna Boy. They have a
Yeah.
crazy record.
There we go.
Location.
Nice.
Crazy.
Okay, fire.
Go to Spotify. Millions of stream.
But that's the sick part of this. Like, Dave will do like give you that Afrocentric
flow,
joint,
yeah.
and then the flow, and then he was on that song with Drake, right? They try to censor me.
He is. I haven't heard
He
it.
did a song with Drake, but then he has a song called I heard it. Crescent sent it to me. Crescent was like, "Yo, check out," because you know if Crescent sends me a song, it's full
Yeah.
of bars. It's Screwface Capital, and Dave is just going
He's
bars
going on.
and
Yeah,
bars.
he has a couple songs
and
like
I'm
that
just
too.
like, shit, like that's so sick that like
You can tap into the pockets.
tap
Yeah.
into.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pop. I'm gonna go hip hop, and like they're all.
Stormzy. Not to cut
Stormzy,
you off.
oh,
Stormzy.
thank you for cutting me off. That guy's sick, bro. That
Stormzy
guy's.
does that. He has a song with Ed Sheeran.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I feel you. I feel you.
He's
Yes.
in UK. Stormzy's
True,
big.
true, yeah.
And in his interview, he's like, yeah, bro, I grew up on R&B and I'm not afraid to do that. Why? Because I can rap when it comes to it. And I was like, whoa.
That's facts.
That is heavy because
Yeah.
now I don't have to worry about singing for somebody to say, oh, you're singing. I'm like, well, you can't rap with me. Like,
Facts.
you know what I mean?
There we go.
If we go back to rap, like, bro, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'll still bite your head off. You know what I mean? Like,
There we go.
So when Stormzy was saying I can relate, that's like, that is fat because if you're a rapper, a lot of times it's like, oh, you want to sing now? Even people, be like, oh, you turn to singing. I'm like,
you're
bro,
doing this
I
shit
love
now.
R&B.
Yes.
Like, I actually listen to music.
Exactly. When you grow up, the first music you listen to is all melody driven. For the most part, majority
Yeah.
of music you listen to is heavily driven by melodies.
Yeah, you enjoy the music, so why can't our records if I write the song?
There we go.
Who was I talking to? Well, I think it was Ryan.
Okay.
He had this beat thing, and I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I hear the beat. I don't hear me singing it, but I can write the song.
Yes.
Like I hear the song, but I think like a pop singer or somebody who can sing it better.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So like before, I'll be like, oh, that's not my kind of beat.
I see what you mean.
It's two
like,
different scenarios.
It's like now you think your listening and just producing has evolved from like now you're not holding yourself back anymore.
Absolutely, bro. As soon as I open the language barrier,
Yes.
because I used to tell myself I can't rap in my own language. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm focused. I want to get, do hip hop and polish the English. I'm like, wait, first of all, English is not my damn language, bro.
Exactly.
Like, let's be serious.
Yeah,
Here.
let's be real about it. That's
People
so
say
much facts.
people say they understand when I speak it. I'm like, oh shit, I'm speaking it good, but it's like it's
Yeah.
not my language. Because when I say it's not my first language, like, oh, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm not English.
Exactly, bro.
English is
Like, I'm
it's a
from the
language from a place. It's
Yeah,
like-
I'm from the motherland, man.
Yeah,
and we
it's
speak a different language.
Nobody believes that. Even when I came here, like when I met you, like, oh, bro,
Yeah.
you speak English. You're like,
Yeah.
that's what
No, because
people
like
say.
I think when I first met you, I think I at that point had so many Nigerian friends.
Yeah, they
right.
have thick
and
accents
they
and
have
stuff.
thick
Yeah, yeah,
accents. So I think there was somebody else I met who was from Ghana. We don't have to talk about him. I think you know what I'm talking about. We don't have to talk about him right now. But even him, he was born here, so I didn't know. And then you come in and I thought you were same situation, and then
hip
you're like
hop influence,
hip-
hip hop
yeah.
influence, because we been rapping a long time, listening to like NASA's cadence and
Yes.
like who else, like
fabulous. Come on, man.
Fabulous.
Let's give it some
you know what I
Loso
mean?
love.
Loso, I even like listen more when I got here, but definitely Loso. You know what I mean? Like a lot. So
I know this other guy you're
Which
gonna
one?
say. Saha the Prince.
oh yeah.
Saha the Prince.
My guy. Saha's got the bars.
Yeah,
man.
and
Now
the main
pull me.
guy. Push
Push.
a T, bro.
My name is my name.
My name,
Bro,
Frog,
that's
man.
like
that project.
That's like think about it. I'm listening to all these kind of music, and you're telling me I can't make a song. Like what then?
Yes.
Because I don't just listen to Push. I go back and listen to not even just Stormzy. Stormzy does a different sound. They have the grime.
They do. They have the grind.
drill,
They have the drill.
right?
UK drill. Yeah.
And then on top of that, I listen to pure Afrobeat, like Davido, Sarkodie, Shatawale, Stonebwoy. And I love the rhythm. It's my language.
There you go.
So now if I'm making music, bro, like listen, I hear this, I hear reggae, I hear dancehall. What kind of music am I supposed to make?
Facts.
I
It's got to
can
be a
make it all.
fusion.
I can
There
make
is.
it if you can. And then before I didn't know because you never tried. You never know until you do it. So when I did the first record, I wrote the song and I was like, look, I'm not gonna tell myself I'm going to look for a singer no more. I'm the damn singer.
Yeah.
Let's go sing it because I can hear the song. That song, I heard the song. I heard the cadence I'm supposed to sing it. And I can't even explain this to anybody. Because there's a difference when you write a song for somebody and for them to sing it too. Mm-hmm. Right? So I was like, no, this is it. I hear the tone. I hear the ad. It's crazy. That was like one of the craziest times ever. Like for a song to come out complete.
Yes.
Like for songwriting, right? Mm-hmm. It's crazy. That's why people say spiritual. I believe it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can just write the music in the fields, but I don't know. For me, it's like when I hear the song, I can hear the ad libs that come with it. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know, Ryan's here somewhere. Like well, sometimes
Ryan
I tell him
knows
like I tell him like, hey, play that thing real quick because I hear the ad lib that has to go there. The exact ad lib, the exact range I want. Mm-hmm. You know, and I think he understood like it's like when I do it like. Yeah, fucking fire. I'm like, yeah.
Damn.
You know what I mean? I can hear that. So when I do that, I'm like, I can't be looking for singers. Bro, that singer thing in Vancouver many years, like 3 or 4 years. Couldn't even find who is the singer. People like, you know, doing all these weird shit.
How hard is it to even find someone that dedicated in music or what they're doing?
Oh yeah, that's
Tell me
another
that.
thing. That's another thing.
They're just like even if you find good singers, you're just like
they're not even believing themselves.
Exactly.
I've met a lot of people that almost wait on me because I'm like, yo, this is not even the good energy. The person don't believe in themselves. Now it's the tug of war of like, yeah, come on, you can do this. You can do this.
Yeah.
Come on, you can do this.
Come on, buddy. Let's do this. Like. I have to like the same shit. Like the artist struggle is real. Like it's so easy. I was talking to my other buddy about it. I'm like, you could procrastinate, you could do all this other shit. You could be like, I'm not good enough or whatever. But like, you got to motivate yourself to get the job done.
Yo, that's
you
rough.
know. And then the other person has to do the exact same part.
That is the truth.
If you find yourself, which we did earlier on, trying to convince the people around us, like, hey, bro, like, let's actually get this. Let's. Mm-hmm. I know it's going to be tough. No one said it's going to be fucking easy for us, but we'll figure it out during the process. And then a lot of the same dudes that we knew from back then are stuck in the same position. And then we had no choice but to look at it from a global perspective and bring it back. And then now you have your song like on an African playlist while you're in Vancouver.
Shout out to Mugeez.
Okay.
Mugeez on the feature.
Mugeez, nice.
Yo, Mugeez is crazy. Like he's a big deal. Let me put it that way. He's like one of the most respected songwriters in Africa.
Word.
Not Ghana.
In Africa, because like the Davido, the guy in the Coming to America movie, his new album, Mugeez is on it, on track 3. Oh, damn.
Think about that.
Yeah.
That album has Nas, Nicki Minaj, Hit Boy. Yeah.
And he's on that album too?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Nas is on that album.
Whoa.
Nicki Minaj is on that album.
Of course.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Mugeez is on that. I think track 4 something.
Whoa.
Crazy verse.
Okay.
So when he sent me
Let's
a verse.
go check Coming to America 2 soundtrack.
Yeah.
The movie was but the soundtrack is probably fire.
The artist Davido. Like at this point, like people like you gotta know him. Like he's crazy. He sold O2 Arena in like London. Like this is a big deal.
This is crazy.
Like he's like one of the biggest names from in the world, not just Africa. Because whenever we say from Africa, it's almost like Africa is the world. Like it's part of the world. So if it's like somebody's from America and he say he's the biggest in the world, he's one of the biggest artists in the world.
Facts.
You get what I mean?
I get that.
So like with the Mugeez thing, Mugeez is big. Wizkid is another name you might have heard of.
Yeah, of course. Everybody like the thing with Wizkid is like he had like that Drake stamp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As soon as like I think any artist that gets pushed by Drake, but then Mugeez had a joint with Ed Sheeran, right?
Exactly.
So it's like
Wizkid and Mugeez, they work together.
Okay, they're okay.
See what I'm saying?
I see what you mean.
Like Mugeez had a joint with Ed Sheeran.
I feel you.
I have a verse with,
and you have an official collaboration
with Mugeez.
Sugar Honey Cannabis.
Do you get what I mean?
Bro, the thing is, overall, like, here's my thought on a few things. Sometimes you see people working on some people, or like working with others, and then you say it's a collaboration. Like it's made for a business strategy. Yes. This person's coming up. But bro, your joint is a dope joint. No one would think anything else other than this track is fucking fire. The music is fire. Then later on, when they find out, like, oh shit, bro, like this is the story with SLY. This is the story with Mugeez. This is who both of these characters are out in the real world. Then you're like, God damn.
Yeah.
Like that is what was required to create this magic.
Yeah. The energy. So, even my brother, right? Yeah. He coordinated this. He was when they got the verse and they were driving home.
Yeah,
I hadn't heard it.
Yeah,
he texted me like, "Oh, yo, you and Mugeez have the same vibe." I was like, that's a dope compliment.
That's a huge compliment.
Mugeez is like somebody I look up to.
Facts.
And a lot of people are waiting for a verse for him in Ghana right now. It's not a thing. It's not easy. You know what I mean?
Of course.
And when he sent me the verse as an artist,
yep,
I was like, yo, bro gave me a real verse.
Damn. Yeah.
You know, some verses are like whatever. Like you can hear what you were saying. It's not a collaboration. It's like, it was a business.
I had some 16 written. Yeah, give me the beat. Let me do this. No, he heard
That's
the
when
vibe.
I realized he was into the music. That was more important to me than anything. Like, yo, give me a killer verse because the music is forever.
Facts.
Anytime anybody hears Lil Sly feature Mugeez, one of the dopest Mugeez verses you ever hear, and he gave it to me, bro.
That's
so like big up Mugeez. When I touch down, I go see my big homie. You know what I mean? Like,
there we go.
Definitely shout out to R2Beats and everything. Like,
there we go.
That's what I'm trying to push. I'm like, bro, I would have never recorded a song like Sugar Honey Cannabis years ago.
Facts.
Because I'm trying to do.
I would have not thought you would make that kind of music
exactly.
At all.
I'm trying to find some hip hop producer who doesn't
boom
exist.
bap from the New York.
Exactly.
It's a push up. My name is my name too. We got to make something like that.
And I'm waiting for this mystical producer to come up in Vancouver to have a good vibe with. That was so stressful.
And then somehow Mr. Ryan Law came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Big up Ryan Law. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I might not know him, but Ryan Law did good. You know what I mean? He did amazing.
And for the people that are listening, Ryan Law's audio, also the audio engineer for this podcast. So he's the audio engineer for this podcast. Audio engineer in general for a lot of the music and producer. And right now, SLY. What would you rank Ryan Law in Vancouver?
That's what you say. Yeah. Ryan Law's my guy. You know what?
There we go.
Sonically, yeah.
There we go.
That kid is talented. I tell him all the time, like Sonic, because for him not to understand the language I'm using to record.
Facts.
And then some ad libs, he told me like that's fire, and I'm like, but wait, he doesn't understand what I'm doing, right? It has to come sonically.
Yes.
It goes beyond because I've been
ear there we go.
Like he loves the music. So when I'm saying like, yo, let's mix this, let's cut this down, like he understands. Like he gets up and he's like, he's doing his thing and he'd be like, wait, I heard something, I don't like it. I'm like, what did you hear? And then he comes and he's like, he chopped this up. I'm like, you're right, I like that. I heard something. I'm like, he's listening. He doesn't understand the language, but sonically. Yo, Ryan Law is talented, so shout out to him. And he worked on Sugar and Cannabis. Me and him we recorded 2 versions, I think 2 versions. Because when we came in, bro, it's just like their song came out. I was like, yo, boom, 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 and then the ad libs, and then he mixed it. We did 2 versions, no 3 before the final one we sent. So the first one we mixed because I didn't have the feature at that point, so I did the whole song.
Okay, and
then I sent it over to my brother, right, with the team back in Ghana.
Yes.
And then, one of the guys was like, yo, this is crazy. We need a feature on this.
Shit.
Right?
Nice.
So that's where Mugeez came up.
The story came
up. So they were working on that. So when I came, I had to find a space for the verse, for the feature. Because the song was done. For me, I was like, yo, I'm ready to go. Because I could feel, when
the
you
energy
record,
behind the song. When a song is good.
Yeah, we mixed the thing. I was like, yo, right? Even he doesn't understand. We bump into this. Behind the groove. I'm like, yeah, this is the vibe, bro. So when we sent it, I sent 3 songs. And then he picked that one for the feature. I was like, yo, I know when somebody gets it, because it's like when you get a feature, first of all, if you're a big artist, you're not just, aside business or whatever.
Yes.
There's some songs you wouldn't want to get on.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you do get on, we can tell that, you just, it was just.
It's like business play.
Yeah, it was business. Yeah, let me do whatever. Because it's not like you could go take your money back if you paid for a verse.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Exactly.
So when my guy messaged me, he's like, yo, Mugeez like that song? I was like, which one? I can guess it was Sugar and Cannabis, you know what I mean? Because my mind is like, a conscious guy too. So when I heard it, I was like, yeah, okay, now let's relax. Because now he has to take his time and get me the verse. So like a week, I was like, what's going on? Because you be a little anxious, like, what's going on? But when I'm glad I waited. So when it came, I heard it, I was like, worth the wait. Beautiful. Yes, so then, I hear Ryan Love, yo, I gotta get the stem tracks. I sent it over to the other producer, the other guy who the mastered it too, like MOG Music.
Okay,
that's another award-winning producer in Ghana.
Oh, nice.
MOG works with Sakode, the guy I'm telling you about.
Sakode.
Yeah,
okay. I'm gonna go check out his music.
It's almost like he's done so many hits like in the country and across the continent.
Dope.
So it's
and he was the one who mastered.
Yeah, he's the one who mastered. We sent it to us. I'm like,
that's ridiculous, bro. That's crazy.
You know what I mean? This is good. You know what I mean? These are the people
and
who
it's just like the early days. Like you have to understand, like. Right now, of course, COVID and all that shit's going out right now. But like by the time when the clubs and everything opens,
oh yeah,
who's gonna be playing that joint? Who's gonna be playing all like You have your contacts in Ghana. You have your brother working the floor. You know what I'm saying?
I want to touch down, see the people. You know, we need to get the music video. Absolutely, for Sugar and Cannabis. I'm telling you, I told Ryan that I'm going to fly him to Ghana. He thinks I'm joking, but yeah, eventually he'll find himself there at some point. Because like I told him, like the idea that he worked on the song.
Yeah,
people won't believe it's him. This is the thing, right? Because like the sound we're making, it's Afrobeat.
Yes.
Nobody will expect like
an Italian kid.
Like to like sonically arrange this shit. Like that don't even make sense. Right? Because I keep telling him like, yo, the way we're listening to this is almost like you understand what I'm saying, right? But it all comes down to the sonically, and he's like, oh, we learned this in school. I'm like, it's good that you paid attention, because I know some people went to school who don't know shit about the song and anything. They just went there. I don't know if it was you.
What's up?
I think me and Chris and somebody. We met at Nimbus with some other kid.
Oh yes, I was there too.
I was there too.
Yeah,
that's the kid didn't know how to mix the damn shit.
The kid didn't know how to do shit.
I recorded my voice and I didn't get nothing back.
We wasted like 8 hours.
Bro,
we were there for so long.
Couldn't even get a demo out of that studio. And I'm like,
oh man,
I thought you went to school here.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's student class and everything. So it's not the school.
But I think it goes down to what you were saying, where like music is almost spiritual at a point. I think it's like there's so many people who went to like Nimbus or other schools, and the shit is whack. It's like they don't fuck with what they're doing. Like they don't even know. But like when you have somebody who's genuine and loves music and really wants to be a part of this whole collaborative experience,
absolutely.
Then you go in there, you can feel them as passionate,
the energy.
like you said, like it was just finding the vibes is the most important. But bro, we've been talking for a while now. I do want to kind of wrap this up because we both have shit to do probably in life. Yeah. But I was gonna say we said a lot of stuff, but one thing is. To the young kid that's watching this, you know, if you could just give an advice to a young kid in Ghana who's watching this and he's like, I love hip hop, I love music.
Yeah. 12,
13 years old. He's at a point where he can do something with his life.
Absolutely.
What advice would you give him?
For one, I think that the generation, they're starting off on a good foot, you know, with the internet and everything. A lot of them are actually inspiring me, you know, like, because like, you know, they're pushing themselves. But what I would say is like, it's very important to believe in yourself. Exactly. That's like the foundation of anything and everything. Because finding your sound or, you know, creating something, it's hard.
It is.
Like you can make it, and then once you doubt yourself, people around you, first of all, believe in yourself, because people around you are not gonna believe in you. Like that's like the reality. It's just a weird reality. Like even your friends and family, they don't take you serious because they can't see you doing something amazing with yourself. Like you just woke up like, oh, you think you're a musician now? You think you're a rapper now? That's what like people you would want support from would be saying, right? And you can see all sort of memes and positive. The whole world is actually just around the world like that. Like sometimes you don't get support from family and friends. People you think, you know, and then you put out something random and some stranger will come and hit a comment and be like, and then, you know, be like, oh, this guy out of nowhere thinks this is dope. Yeah. But my family don't take me serious.
Exactly. They don't see that.
So it's very important for them to believe themselves and get out of their way. If it has to do with music, it's legit a spiritual feeling. Like you have to tap into a space where you feel what you're doing so that you don't hear what people are saying. Because when you don't feel what you're doing, you hear a lot of what people are saying. I want to make that really clear. When I got to Vancouver first doing hip hop, I wasn't feeling it because it was just like I wasn't connected with like the sound I wanted to make. The production I wanted to. It was almost like, oh, it was a setting, you know, I just want boom bop, you know, I just want something that I can casually, I wasn't feeling it. So I heard a lot of what people say. So it affects the writing, it affects everything. But once I started feeling what I want to create, the music, the sound, you know, using my own language, like I'm feeling what I'm doing now. I can't hear nothing, bro. Like all I hear is the music. So now it's almost like I'm creating from a place where before you hear and enjoy the music, I enjoy the music.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not waiting for you to let me know if you enjoy the music. I enjoy the fucking music I'm making.
Facts.
It's dope. How you feel about it? I don't care. If you think it's dope, then we're rocking. Exactly. The music is amazing. And you have to feel that way about what you're creating, because other than that, you will not create anything. And the last thing I'll say is, in terms of creating with music, one of the biggest things was the difference between inspiration and influence. And for many years, I was going off influence. So that's why, you know, I would have like highs and lows when it's in terms of creating. Sometimes I would even feel I would just forget about it and go off because I was going off influence. And influence is what's like society, what you're taking in from people, people's opinions, people's this, you know, like I said, friends and family, like all of that. But when I switched that to inspiration, where the music is coming from within, that's when I started creating like the Afrocentric music. It stopped from, because hip hop is influence.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That was just one. R&B is influence, but I wasn't even mixing because I'm not a singer. Yeah, because why? Somebody told me I'm not a singer. Somebody said, oh, you're not a singer. You gotta find a singer. So I took that in. So when I switched all that and I separated influence from inspiration. Yeah. And I was like, whoa. You know, that's why I love reggae music a lot. It helps me with like meditation. Like I do a lot of music therapy. So like with inspiration, the idea behind it, inspiration comes from God. That's the spirituality of the music. Like if you legit feel what you're doing, it's not any human being who can tell you or show you how to sing. Like when I told you I hear the song with the ad lib. Yeah, some songs come like that. Yeah, like you hear the song, the full song. You can hear the tone. You can hear what it's supposed to sound like. Yeah. Nobody can script that for you. Exactly. That is inspiration, and that's unlimited. That's the beat about it. So I want them to believe in themselves.
Definitely
tap into your inspiration. You know, and have faith, man. Because I'm more of a spiritual person than religion. Religion is not cause too much trouble if you ask me. So I want if somebody's coming up, it's not easy. Like especially when you're looking at friends and family, man, they might derail you. It's been rough. Well, until you do it, then this is when you do it. You know, like they're gonna come and, you know, hug you and, you know, be happy. But when you're building and creating, you have to believe in you first, because anybody you talk to, and even when you're telling them about your music, they want to know if you believe in the music you're talking about. Yeah, and it's easy for, you know, the world to confuse you and, you know, give you mess with your hope and your dreams. But believe in yourself and tap into inspiration, you know, like tap into your inspiration from God or whatever you believe in, whatever you want to call it, you know, at this point. Yeah, but definitely focus on inspiration and influence, because influence changes. Like we started with hip hop, we went to trap, we went to mumble. You know, you be like chasing trends and stuff all the time. Yeah, but definitely tap into inspiration. That's unlimited. You know, I think Maya Angelou said you can't run out of creativity. The more you use it, the more you have. And that quote is definitely, I've used that in my mind. Like, so every time I write a song and I'm like, oh, that song was dope. And the next one I'm like, wait, this is doper. Yes. And I'm like, can I write another? Like, of course. This is doper. So that helps with progression as well. So because sometimes you can create something and you be like, wow, this is so amazing. I don't think I can do anything better than this, right? Yeah, because, you know, there's this quote that success is, you know, one of your biggest enemies as well. Your biggest enemy is your last success. Yeah, one of your biggest enemies, not failure. One of your biggest enemies is your last success, because you can get stuck in there. So I've been trying to do that. So I'm changing the sounds. Like I do high life, I change the tempo, I change the rhythm. I do on my piano from South Africa. Like I'm tapping into music. So that's, for me, that's inspiration, because influence can't do that. I'd be confused if it was just influence, because I would want to listen to what somebody's saying, but I don't do that. I just take the sound and create with the sound, rather than listen to like what vibe or what somebody's saying, what somebody's doing. Exactly. So definitely that would be my message. Believe in yourself and believe in yourself, have faith, and tap into inspiration over influence. You know, that helps you quiet the noise, calm the noise down, so you can go inside yourself, because inspiration comes from within, right? That inspiration. So get into yourself and get out of your own way. You know, when you have an idea or when you feel strong about something, do it. Don't stand in the way of yourself. Get out of your own way. I hope that translates. Definitely, it's important, because I'm holding myself back so I know that was me standing in front of me like, oh yo, we can't do it. We're not singing. No. Just move out of the way and go sing it and go do it. If it's art, go paint it. Whatever it is, like if it's your dreams, like go chase it, because it's crazy. After 2020, don't let anybody tell you how to live. Like this is enough madness here in the world. There's a lot of shit going on, but like, no, those are. I don't think even a 12-year-old kid or something could live by. It's the whole world. I think we're just lacking confidence and just believing in ourselves. It's like sometimes you get caught up in that imposter syndrome, where you think that you're not good enough, or things are not working properly, or you think that, damn, I'm fake being in this environment. So you just got to stop second guess yourself. Like you said, believe in yourself, have faith,
and you can never run out of inspiration.
Oh,
Influence is forever. It's just there. It's going to come in, keep going in and out. But inspiration is forever.
Inspiration is for you.
And that is what this podcast is about. All right, Mr. Sly, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having
Peace
me.
and love.
Coffee and banana.
Let's do this.
It was an interesting conversation.
Let's get out of here. Peace and love to the people out there.
Yeah,
Until
man.
next time.
Shout out to the crew, everybody. You know what I mean?
Let's get it.
Love Sly, we out. Go check out Sugar and Cannabis. You know, you gotta put this in. You know what I mean? Enjoy it. My guy. Definitely. This is an interesting conversation. There we go.
Thank you everyone for listening. A huge shout out to the Coffee and Banana team. It goes without saying we can't get anything done without this amazing team. Video manager Cole Weststeyn, audio engineer extraordinaire Ryan Lohr, and our producer Kunal Verma. Not to mention our wonderful sponsors for the season, and most importantly you for listening. Visit our website at Coffee and Banana for more information about each episode, including all the promo codes that you need. I'm your host, Kane Dabir. Enjoy some coffee and banana on your road to greatness.